What up, fam? It's your main man, DeejayKnight. We are bringing you another episode of Chocolate Thunder. How the hell are you guys doing today? We already switched over to the Monster Cat because you guys know how it is. What's going on? It's me, your main man, DeejayKnight. I am here with my fellow Chocolate Thunder hosts. To my left on the strum, you see Will Blackoni Wiggins. Say what's up to the fam, good sir.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's your
Did
boy. You already know the deal.
Did you bring an Omni tool to the broadcast done?
I mean, it's important that you guys know how much I love. Well, we ain't even gonna get into it.
I got no words.
Wait.
I got no words. Now you straight.
No way.
You get the golf clap. Well played.
Started bringing weapons in.
Right? Well played. All right. On the bottom left, we got your mans. We got DJ Tech Live. What up, fam? Say what's up to the fam. Go ahead.
Woo, that candy apple. What's going on, guys? Cheers. Drinking a Jolly Rancher.
Oh, yeah, it is.
DJ
It
Tech
really
Live
is.
6 days a week. You know where it's at. How you guys doing tonight? Hope you having a good one. Appreciate you guys being here. Welcome.
And underneath me, on the screen, y'all nasties, because I know somebody gonna be looting the chat. Underneath me on the screen, we've got the one, the only Hollywood StuntmanGene. Say what's up to the fam, man.
Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me on Chocolate Thunder. Appreciate y'all.
The pleasure is ours, good sir. Now, you see how like humble he was with that, like, yeah, it's good to be here. I'm just saying what's up. Hollywood is, if you've been to a convention and you've gone to a Nintendo booth, you've very likely seen that man on stage, rocking it out as an MC, giving away prizes, keeping the people hyped. You may have seen him on my Twitter feed because I was lucky enough to get up on stage and put hands on that new Mario Kart that's going to be coming out for the Switch soon. But he is like the big dude over Nintendo, literally. And when I say he's a big dude, I'm not even bullshitting. Like,
The big dude, I come to his hip.
right? Like,
I don't like it.
If I was standing next to him, I could lean my head on his shoulder, like right then, easily.
Maybe I don't
And that
want
was
to.
that's actually, no, I wouldn't do it, but it's like he's tall as shit.
I will.
Got you, bro.
He's tall as shit. So
I
like,
think he shook both our hands with one hand, but
right?
it's okay.
He was like, "Hey, what's up? It's a pleasure to meet you." And we was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, like, man, let me get the thumb.
You get the thumb, I get the pinky. Like,
Yeah, man.
he is a giant.
Yeah, he's bad.
But no, he's one of the coolest people you ever meet. Like, a lot of people be like, "Hey man, don't mess with that dude." It's like, "Oh, he's a teddy bear." It's like, I ain't gonna say he's a teddy bear, but I will say he's a very nice dude. He's
I'm
like,
like,
most
do you see how this dude grip his Joy-Con? That ain't no teddy bear.
lewd,
I'm serious right now.
lewd with a Joy-Con gripping. Excuse me while I mix up my drink. But no, it is an absolute pleasure to have you here, man. Like, we met at PAX South at a party.
Yep.
At the Dreadnought party, if I remember correctly.
Not party.
Yeah.
It was an amazing party. Like, Hollywood saved somebody from getting that ass beat. Like, oh,
Yo, so many stories. start off
Hollywood
with
saved the dude
Hollywood saved somebody from getting.
from being close to getting that ass beat. Like,
Epic was like, no.
no, it's like he was about, your man was about to get that ass beat. Like,
Oh man.
real life, like,
was it little dude? Little dude went after
it was
too.
a little dude, man. It's like,
little
it's not
dude.
even that he was a little dude. It's just that he didn't respect when Epic said, "Nah, fam, chill out with what you're doing right now." And Hollywood was standing behind her. He was like, "Hey, I've seen her, dude. Like, you probably don't want to keep doing that." It was like smooth, and I didn't even find out about it until we got back home. But it's like, she was like, "You probably don't want to do that. I've seen her, dude. You don't want that life." And then he chilled out. But it's the fact that he did it. Like, that's respect. Like, is like that. We met 15 minutes before that. But he already recognized, like, hey, this dude will probably fuck a dude up over his lady, and oh.
Hey, it's a respect thing at that point, man. Like,
It is.
We met. I knew that was your lady. I'm like, dude was out of pocket. So I'm like, hey, because they didn't even need to get to you. It was like, yo, let's just handle it right here. But like, because he ain't gonna come to me with them problems. So
The
I'm
good
like,
part
all
of
right,
it.
let me just stop it. All right, you gonna be on your way? Okay, cool. It's all good. So
All I
that
heard
way
was,
you can keep partying, enjoying yourself, and you ain't gotta go off the handle on somebody.
yeah, he was.
And we had some drinks in us, so it
Bruh, he was-
It would have been one of those good old fashioned beatdowns where I would have came with a foot somewhere. Don't even know I did it.
You don't want no problems.
Like
Problems. Ooh, that's how it would have happened.
Mass Effect.
You're stupid.
You know,
It would have happened. It would have happened.
He's instant fam, man. Who's instant fam? The moment
Instantaneous. So it's I feel like this has been a long time coming to have you on the cast. So it's a pleasure to have you here. But before we go, like, we can talk about this all day, and we do this every time we have a podcast. We're like, yeah, let's stick on topic, and then like 20 minutes later, we've just destroyed whatever topic we were on, right? So to start it up right now, Moby, what up? Good to see you, man.
hey, Moby.
And by the way, sorry, fam. Any like alerts or anything like that? One, all of it is appreciated, but I turn it off because it's not about me today. It's about us. It's about the crew for Chocolate Thunder. So if you do something and they're like nothing happened, I see. We just talking. We just busy right now. But to kick it off, who is your favorite Pokemon and why? We went there. Let's do it.
Yeah, Stunt. I'm gonna let you go first, man.
All right.
I got a feeling we got the same take.
I don't know about that.
I feel like he might take your Pokemon.
Nah, I ain't gonna take it.
I don't know. He might bust it with a Volblace or something.
I'm gonna go with a shiny black Greninja.
Okay.
That's
I
what
wasn't
I'm
thinking
going.
that at all.
Well
Yeah.
played.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with. I'm a
That-
big not regular Greninja. Like you can keep the regular, but if it's shiny and black, then I'm all about it. So.
All right.
See, I never seen that one. Oh,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
your man's is nice. I
Yeah.
can see why that would be a good choice. That
Man, you
it
gotta
just
be
looks so
real
much
careful when you type
more
this in.
beefy. Make sure your Google safe search is on.
Yeah, do not do a shiny
Because
black ninja.
you are gonna
'cause
find a
that
shiny black Greninja, and you will
that ain't
find
even
Shiny
the
black.
worst. You will find Rule 34 in abundance, is what we're
How do
saying.
you spell it? Because, dude,
GRE Ninja.
Damn, I wonder.
You know how I started this? How I fixed this? I started with
Oh, okay.
Greninja and then put shiny black right after.
There you
So
go, Max.
the
Shiny
first
black
words were Greninja.
Right. Start
You
off
don't
on
put
Pokemon.
shiny black anything.
Yeah.
no, you
No.
don't put that in the same sentence.
No, no.
I mean, maybe you
That's a
do.
bad
That's what
look.
you're looking for.
That's a bad look.
That's a cool looking poke. That's a bad.
That's dope.
Right? Don't he look dope as
I
shit?
didn't even know he was a Pokemon.
Like, yo, hook somebody up. I like it. All right, cool. So if we're following it, why is it that you feel like you like Greninja?
Is that a tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a frog.
He's a frog, bro. Yeah, he was so he didn't know what it was. You know what? Because I fell in love with it during the speed dash in Super Smash Bros.
Nice.
So his speed dash is what killed it. And then because he's shiny, he's ultra rare, and it stands out amongst everybody. Like, I mean, you see your reaction when you saw it. You were like, yo, what is that? Like, that's what like I can't go with every, like everybody else is like, yo, I like Charizard, or like, I like Bulbasaur. Like, nah, I gotta go with something where like very few people have seen a shiny black Greninja. So I'm like, yo, but when you see it, you're amazed by it.
It's
So
like,
I'm
I can
I
see
feel
it.
like I can relate to that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anybody that uses their tongue as a scarf? Yeah,
That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy. He ain't got no problems getting dates.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
What a girl, my name is
Send me
Greninja.
some speed, yeah.
Yeah, I do tricks.
I got them tricks, girl. What up?
I mean, I'm gonna be boring as hell and say Squirtle, because ever since that episode I saw Squirtle put on the shades and rule all over the other Squirtles, I was down. He kind of looks like your boy when I take my hat off. So I had to go with squirt. You know,
Squirt.
Whenever you want something, just squirt somebody in the face. Okay.
Whoa.
Hey, he just makes them moist. I mean,
So what you just said is you moisturize people's faces.
Damn, I
He
knew
does
it
it-
was coming.
So what you said was is
Professional moisturizer.
he
you
puts
were
shades on.
a human moisturizing machine, and you like a Pokemon that just so happens to make a living out of moisturizing things. Is that what you're saying? That's what it sounded like.
Oh,
That's what it
That's
sounded like.
exactly. I mean, it's not even up for interpretation. He
There's,
just said it.
it's not
That's
even.
what he
You
said,
can't
yeah.
even. You chose a
I was
water
going off of his
Pokemon.
water gun, man, like the move.
Gets it everywhere.
So with,
right,
the,
next.
so with the water gun, you like to shoot people like, and then wherever you shoot them, they just moist right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
man, like,
They just drip right there.
in the face.
There's like you just like to gush
all
water
right,
at
all
them.
right, you know what?
In the
Let me do
face.
some criticals to them damn elbows of yours, bro. Moisturize them shits. How about that?
My
that-
elbows is fine.
Looks like I already hit him.
My
man.
elbows
Shit.
is fine. Yeah, you
Yeah,
tried
I mean,
though.
auto
Good work.
attack.
Good
Sorry.
try though. Good try. All right. So ignoring Tech's moist pick, Oni, what is your favorite Pokemon and why, man?
Yeah, we're gonna go with Scizor. Scizor is that dude. He's fast.
He's kind of like a ninja too.
He's kind of like He's kind of like a ninja. So I appreciate that. That first choice. I actually haven't even seen shiny variations.
I've never caught a shiny anything, which is
Yeah,
weird because I played a lot of Pokemon.
What generation is a shiny? I mean,
I think it's Sun and Moon.
okay, that makes sense.
Shiny was around before Sun and Moon.
Oh, really?
For real?
Yeah, bro.
I knew about Sun and Moon, but not no damn shiny. Was it called
Shiny's-
shiny Pokemon or?
Yeah, it's when
So
you
was it shiny and dull Pokemon, or was it just shiny Pokemon? 'Cause you know they always.
there's Greninja and then there's shiny Greninja. Shiny Greninja is an ultra rare.
Oh,
And
ultra
I
rare.
think that's the kicker. It's just the ultra rare.
Was it an evolution, or you just caught an ultra rare one?
Nah, I,
But like this,
I bred one.
Oh,
you wait, you bred a shiny
Yeah,
from a
that's-
non-shiny?
bro.
That's like impossible.
So I got some savage friends who hooked me up on some breeding
And
techniques
some savage fucking.
that we not gonna discuss on
He
the
got
stream.
them savage strats is what he got.
Oh, see.
He got them
Ooh,
super
that's
strats.
secrets.
He got them.
taking it back to the
secrets.
Japanese Mewtwo and Mew back in the day. That's when
He
it's
got
taking
them
it back.
secrets.
Yo,
Go
I've
up
gotten
and
so
down that coast, catch the bug Mew, import that Japanese client. I remember that, man. Switch out all 8 batteries.
1 in 6,413 chance to get a shiny.
Dang.
Yeah, like I've actually seen, like I've seen of people that like I haven't seen the whole time they were doing it, but like there's people who stream like, I'm catching a shiny today, and don't catch shinies that day. Like fighting and like going in the right perfect place to get the Pokemon they want, no fucking shiny. So like they're going back to get Pokeballs the whole time. They're like, just here, Professor, take these fuckboys. I don't want any of them. Like they are trying to catch all of the shiny Pokemon and the shit don't work.
Get
So
the
take
master
all
ball.
these.
Right,
Take all
like, hey, bro, I don't even fucking like these. Let me rain this Pokemon on you, bro. Do your research.
I had
Dissect
somebody
these
come in my
fuckboys. I don't
stream.
care.
Come in my stream and he said, "Yeah, I restarted Pokemon Sun 35 times today." I'm like,
What?
Why? Like he would start the
35?
game.
How
He would
deep in
start-
the game you gotta be to get a shiny? Like,
Nah, man. Like he's wanted to get a shiny starter, so he wanted to start with a shiny. So he literally would start.
What?
The game, he wouldn't get it.
Nah.
Start it
Fail.
over.
aren't you gonna replace that shit anyway? Like,
Fail. So
Yo,
fair.
that was the first time I had heard that was like a thing, and apparently it's like widespread. People.
I mean, does it glimmer? I mean, is there an animation to it? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being real.
Yeah.
Like, I
Nah,
didn't know the
like-
difference between a shiny or is it a different color completely?
I thought it's a different color,
Yeah. It's a totally different color.
but no, like, nah, I've never caught a shiny. So I think you'll see when you look at the Pokemon when you go to battle it, but why not get that XP? I mean, you're already in the battle. Fuck it, get it. So like
Wait,
they'll
wait,
just.
Here's a real question: Is it coming out? Is Pokemon coming out for Switch?
That's a great question. So if you head over to Nintendo.com, check out our new releases. The
We in practice. We in practice.
what I can say is that
See what
Pokemon
happened was.
fans that are
My
going to
bank account set up.
Switch are going to be very satisfied in the future with games that are.
I'm sorry, man. I had to.
Trying to get some man shot.
No. I just we're in practice. You know, sometimes you gotta throw them out there.
Reggie's
They
gonna
do
show.
it-
Reggie's
they do
gonna
it
show
real
up in the chat and be like, "Hey, what's up, stunt?" I'm very curious as to how you're gonna feel like answering this question.
Yes.
Your body ain't Reggie right now. Get on that goddamn.
Bro,
But,
Reggie gonna come busting through this door like, ah!
Hell yeah.
You know what you gonna
Oh
do?
yeah.
So you ever seen somebody get raided in real life? That's how Reggie gonna come peek in my door. Like, I gotta go.
Oh man.
You see shit flying
So-
from the off screen.
All right, so we got this. So what, DJ, you next, man. What's your choice?
You know, I'm probably gonna go with
Then
a
I've seen no damn
weird
Pikachu.
choice. No,
It's shit though, man.
Pikachu is flames. That's not even flames. That's why you just got to choking on your goddamn drink because you know that Pikachu is flames. Then you knew better than when you came out the mouth with that shit. I'm tempted to choose Pikachu just because of that smart shit, but no.
No, I'm changing my answer. Pikachu. Fuck it.
Well, you got a fucking Pikachu onesie, bro. Like,
I do.
you should have went with Pikachu in the first place. You should have went with Pikachu in the first place. How
Here's the thing.
do you have a onesie of your choice?
It's
Do you have a onesie of that other Pokemon you chose?
I do not.
then that other Pokemon does not fucking exist. Let's come on.
Run around with scissors in your hand ain't representing. All right, don't you do that shit.
That other Pokemon does not fucking exist. You in the nonsense. You see how Will trying to drop this nonsense, right? You see how Oni is like, I got that other favorite that I don't have a onesie of, even though I got a onesie of another Pokemon in my closet right now.
He said, "Don't even trick, because I know I rubbed my
He can
feet
come
on
back
this carpet and go around
cosplaying.
shocking people and shit."
Right.
2 of my 3 emotes are Pikachu related, so I guess.
And you chose. What was the one you chose again?
How you
Hold on, time out.
gonna do your boy like that, man?
You chose which one again? That wasn't
Scissor.
Pikachu?
Nah, Will, I got you, bro. You know what the reason? The reason is because Pikachu is one of the most internationally popular Pokemons. So there's a lot more merchandise of Pikachu. So he couldn't get a onesie of the other Pokemon.
You see how good this man is?
You right? Can we get some golf claps? Can we get some claps and applause in the chat? Because it took somebody who works at Nintendo to help him out right now. It took somebody that works at Nintendo to stop that roast because he was gonna get cooked. Like we was gonna cook your ass, yeah. Like you was gonna get cooked.
I guess I'm gonna put up the damn vegetables because
All right,
Here's the other thing too, right? If I'm trying to be on my cute,
there's more. There's more, bro. Time out. He's trying to help you out. He just left you on your own.
Yo,
I'm gonna help you out. You see, he just washed his
hands.
hands. You see those? You see that his hands are clean.
That means stop.
You
Will.
see his hands are clean as shit. No, that's enough. That's enough. All right, so my Pokemon, I might get laughed at for it, but I'm a big fan of Lucario.
I don't even know who that is.
Lucario was a fucking
Lucario?
You never
beast.
played Smash Bros, bro?
Done. I will post the link to Lucario
Bakari.
in the chat. Like
I haven't played the new Smash Brothers. I didn't get on it. I'm a melee dude, and I've been heated ever since.
nah,
melee.
Lucario.
I'm one of those boys.
But what
Does
you know
work.
about
Oh, Lucario. Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah.
Your man
was like,
does work.
you realize that
Lucario.
Bayonetta got added to Smash Bros, right? Like Bayonetta is
Yeah. Bayonetta, Cloud, all of them. Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, Ryu,
Dope.
yeah.
Now here's.
What?
I was gonna buy a Wii U just for Smash Brothers. Still might do it, but the streaming life took over. So
Hey man, stream life is real life. Like literally,
Yeah.
this is a room. There's 4 people right here right now that know the stream life. So you need not explain. There's another handful of people that are watching right now that understand the stream life. You need not explain. And we
stream
all
life sometimes takes away.
Not too long ago,
what happened?
Hollywood started streaming.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna
Yeah.
get into that.
Excellent
before
chuckle in the
we get
chat.
into this Lucario thing. Why you like Lucario, man?
Because Lucario's a fucking beast, man. Like I was
Is he a
playing
water Pokemon?
Nah, he's fighting in steel.
That's right.
I
that's
like
right.
fighting Pokemon, man. Like give me a Pokemon. Like it took a lot for me not to choose
That
Hitmonlee. Like, but like I
Yeah.
like
Oh wow. Hitmonlee,
right. Like
Hitmonlee. Yeah, Hitmonlee.
it took me a lot not to go with them, right? Like, but Machamp and Machamp, like those are my dudes. But like Lucario, I got playing through one of the other games, and it's actually the one that's on my 3DS right now. And I was running through that, and I picked up Lucario, and did fucking work. Like that was my go-to. Like if I'm fighting something that I don't want to spend a lot of XP on, like hey, let me go grab my dude real quick. Let me not take chances on this dude dying. Let me go over here and get Lucario real quick. Lucario come in, oh shit, what up? And then he out. Like I just pull him out. Next fighter finishes him off. Problem solved. Because Lucario did work. But that was it. I just like Lucario. Plus he looked boss as fuck. Like
He does look really
he got fucking claws on his fists. You know, like he gonna punch you with a fucking claw. Like
He's gonna do some knuckles to you.
right, if they did like a gritty remake of Pokemon, dude would kill you with a blow, like one blow, and if all you gotta do is that twist in the punch, it's a wrap for you. One Punch Man. Lucario is the One Punch Man of Pokemon, even though he really ain't punching nobody like one time and being straight. But I dig it.
So
yeah.
we're gonna get into this cracking the guest.
Speaking of cracking,
So man, I got a question for you, brother.
I got an answer for you, brother.
Heck yeah, man. Since when? Why you gotta do that to me, man? I got rub in my face, man, because I ain't had a
did
chance
he
to
just
get-
leave?
What just happened?
He just left.
You said he had an answer for
I
me.
think
Jay ain't answer for me, man.
He's like, you know what? No.
He's like, wait a minute.
not.
He's like, wait a minute. Reggie showed up. That's what the hell happened. Reggie had showed up
Reggie, no.
and cut the stream, man.
Reggie, no.
He was just like,
All right, here, let's see this real quick. Like, let's go to the Monster Cat page or some shit. So while he gets himself back in here,
well,
I got an answer for you. Fuck y'all, I'm out.
I'm out of this. I'm out this
Bullshit.
This is bullshit. You always give him the easy ones. I'm out. I'm out. Hip hop anonymous. He's out. He's like, fuck this. I'm out.
Oh,
I don't
man.
like y'all. I don't like nothing about y'all. Ain't nothing about y'all will ever cool. Like,
So I just want
y'all
to
some fuckboys.
Mario
No
over
question. I'm
Over
out.
Ninja, some bullshit.
I can only do 10 Indie 8 breaks a day. I'm out.
I said I helped them that one time. Fuck you guys. I'm gone.
Dude,
I'm gone.
Yo, I was like, yo, what happened? What?
I was like,
Oh, we
damn,
was
I didn't even ask the question yet. He ran.
We were just
I'm
cooking
like-
you.
I'm like, let me get into it. What? It said,
All right. So
We was
my
just cooking
question
you. That's
is,
all.
When did you get into gaming? Like what led you to gaming, and when was that?
man. All right, so I've told this story. It's so funny because I've told this story on stage before, and people thought I was joking. But I'm dead serious. When I was a shorty, my mom had this rule. She was like, "Yo, you cannot have anything that you can't spell." Like, because I used to do a bunch of oratorical competitions and like speech competitions and all kind of other stuff. Shout out to my roommate in the background.
What up, roommate?
So then,
He threw up the deuces. That's what's up. Your roommate's cool as shit.
when I was a shorty, that was the rule. It was like, yo, you can't have anything. So it's like, yo, you know, when everybody else is learning like cat, dog, and all that, literally, I swear to you, the first word I learned how to spell was Nintendo.
Damn.
Like, I was like, she was like, yo, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, Nintendo. And she was like, what? I said, Nintendo. And then she was like, what are you talking? I said, Nintendo. That's what I
hear the
want.
words that come out?
I was like, I want a Nintendo.
So you were just
So
like
then-
buckling in, like, look, real life. I if the rule is I gotta spell it, I'm gonna spell it to you every time, just so you know
Yo,
this is what I
I'm
want.
gonna spell it to you like 7 times. It ain't a fluke.
yo, because I was like, yo, because it's, yo, you got to spell it to get it. So I spelled it out. And then, so real talk. So that Christmas came and I'm like, geek. I was like, you know, I'm shorty, but I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to get me a Nintendo. It's going to be hot, like whatever.
Let me stop you right there real quick. Let's be real. You were never damn short.
Can we?
Dude,
You know, I
so-
can agree with that. Like, let's be real. Like,
Bro, hold on.
you was
Like,
12 and 7'2", wasn't you?
Right, but I was, I mean, when I
You was
short,
beating you was bullying
I
the shit
consider-
out of people. Nice lunch, give it to me.
like, I consider 5'11" short. So, I mean, yeah, I was still taller than you, Tech, but I mean, I was still short.
Damn.
And how, at 12?
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Right? At 12, you were 5'11"?
At 12, how tall was I? In 8th grade, I was 5'11" in 8th grade.
Yep, you were taller. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, you was taller as an 8th grader than I am right now. I'm 5'10", son. I'm
I was
5'10",
in
son.
8th grade, bro. Like, they were like, we need him on the basketball team.
Right? Teachers didn't tell you to sit down. You told them to sit down.
But yeah, so she said that Christmas came. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, let me get into it. And you know, I got all kind of garbage that you don't want. I got sweaters, and I did get some Ninja Turtle figures. So that was like, that was
Ninja
hot.
Turtle pick.
Yeah, that was hot. I got the pizza thrower and the whole nine. And I was like, sorry.
I had that.
That's
But
what's
then,
up. That's what's up.
But I didn't get a Nintendo, so I'm mad. I'm like, yo, I'm good. Like, I spilled it. Like, how come I didn't get a Nintendo? Like, what's up? So then I'm chilling with my grandpa, and then like, I don't know about like my mom had dipped after I opened a couple presents, and then she was gone for like 2.5 hours or whatever. Had gone like down in the basement, and then I'm chilling with my grandpa. My grandpa's like, you know, we hung out. I'm playing with Ninja Turtles, and he's like, yo, why don't you see what your mom's doing? So I was like, okay, I go find her. She's in the basement playing Super Mario Brothers. on, like, level 5.
Savage ass love.
I just look like.
Savage.
And so she looks up at me and just goes, "Oh, Merry Christmas. It's for you."
Damn.
Your mama's a fucking savage, shit. I'm sorry.
Yo, savage as fuck.
Now, hold
Your
on.
mama's savage as fuck.
Yo, this what you don't
You
process.
with it too?
Yo, this what you don't process as a little kid. Like, I saw what was on the screen, so I saw she was on level 5, right? He had been
Damn, she was
gone for like
deep in-
2 hours, bro. You remember how easy it was to set up the first NES? It was one coaxial cable. She
Yeah.
told me she was down setting it up and testing it out. What? It literally took what 30 seconds to set it up. I mean, for 2 hours she was downstairs.
Because your mom's is a savage.
I'm upstairs. I'm upstairs. She downstairs. She done already tested the duck hunt gun. She on level 5 of Mario.
Fam,
Hold on,
fam,
did she
time
do
out.
track
About to
and
beat the
field?
game
Did
for
she
you.
do track and field?
Did she do track and field?
Yes.
No. No.
Okay.
Time out,
so
time out, time out.
they're like,
Time
I
out,
was
time out.
done.
We got to give props. Even though his mom was savage, like, oh, snaps, Merry Christmas. Here, this is yours.
That's a cool ass
That
mom,
is
man.
savage, but that is a mom that so
cool-ass
many
mom.
people would love to have in their lives that can I get a game console? You can get it after I get to break it in. Like, let me get on this
Right.
Halo real
Let me
quick. Like,
test it, make sure
right,
this game ain't
let
poison.
me, I'll get you a Switch if I can hop on that Mario Kart before you ever touch it, right? Like
Right.
that, how, can we get some, like
30
we
seconds to
really
screw it
should,
in.
like, deserve some
2
hype
minutes
for
on
that.
blowing a
That is an
cartridge out.
amazing mom. Like, dude,
Yeah.
Get some
the
inspiration.
reason I got an Atari is because my mom had an Atari, and it was my first console. It was like, oh, this is old enough where you ain't gonna wreck it, which makes sense. When you're 8, you don't need any more than an Atari. So like, that's amazing. I give
That's awesome.
love
That's a
and love and
great
respect
story,
to your
man.
moms. That's
That's a
amazing.
great story.
That's amazing.
Hands down. I didn't expect that. I thought moms was gonna go out and get it. Nah, she was downstairs playing it.
Nah, downstairs playing it.
Breaking
That's-
that controller.
that's
did she,
beast.
wait, did she turn around the controller and Sharpie marking her name on it? Because I would be done if she did it.
Nah, she.
I'm about to say, better go look at that.
She didn't do that. I still have that NES just for the.
Oh man,
That's
that's awesome.
That's what's up.
She loves that it's full circle that I work for Nintendo now, so it kind of all came full
So
circle.
did she ever see you do your stuff?
Yeah, man. She's never been to an event live because obviously I travel so much.
Right.
She's actually come because Nintendo does a tour most summers, so she's seen me on tour like when we do like they'll do like a mall tour where you go on the road for almost 4 months. So she's seen me like do a couple of those little joints, but she's never like been to like a PAX or E3 or seen me at like Comic-Con or anything like that.
Right.
But
That's
you know,
cool.
she's seen video of it, so she's happy. So.
Yeah, still,
That's
but
what's
the whole fact that you started out Nintendo and you are at Nintendo, she got to be one proud mom.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
And she actually knows what you do. It's not like she's like, "What is a Nintendo?" You know, like that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
I still
Man,
think it's
didn't
dope that she was playing the console. Like, hey, Merry
I'm
Christmas,
blown
but
away.
I'm gonna play a Nintendo though. Like, I bought this Nintendo. It's technically my Nintendo. You can get it when I'm
I'm player
done.
one.
Real talk. You
Did
think
she-
I'm playing? When I would play Mario, she'd be like, "Nah, set that up for 2 players." Like,
I was just about to ask you that. She play with you.
That's
real
what's
good.
up. See,
Yeah.
your mom's is getting more awesome by the minute, man. That's what's up, and that's people would love. Like, I'm sure other people in the chat, like real life, that is glory. I'm sorry, but
I think I got to give my mom some props. Part of the reason is my mom was a single parent, so she wanted to make sure that I was kind of taken care of. But then the other thing is I give her mad props because video games always came second. Like, I was a straight A student, and she made sure that like all the schoolwork got done, all the books or whatever had to get read got done. And after that, it was like, yo, you can game as much as you want, but them grades got to meet the requirements.
Yeah, man.
True.
That's a good mom.
that was like, I feel you on that because that was my life. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I was lucky enough that my grandma, like, once I got to like school, like once I started hitting school on a regular basis, getting honor roll and whatnot, she was like, "Hey, tell you what, the second you bring home a C, all that's gone.
Right? C's were F's.
You
I
brought
don't
a
know
C,
why.
you
yeah.
failed. You
Oh,
brought us.
yeah.
You bring a
Oh,
C in
yeah.
the house, I'm taking all that. Like,
Yeah.
so I know the feeling. It's like, oh well, then don't get to progress report time and then
a lot
have
of
a
parents
C
don't
on
get
there.
that now.
Don't get a
It
progress
wasn't
report.
That scared me, dude. It was the parent-teacher meetup that scared my ass.
See, I never had problems with that because I was a smart ass. I was
I was smart.
Oh,
was
bro,
smart.
you seen me on stage? Don't think I had problems in school? Trying to get me to be quiet. Now, you know what the problem
Right.
was? You can't tell a straight A student to be quiet because I'm like, yo, this is easy to me. I'm done with my work.
Yep.
I want to talk to everybody else. They're like, other people trying to learn. I'm like, it's not my fault they slow. Like,
right.
Go
Savage.
to timeout. Stop, man.
Savage.
Duck.
You can be
Next
Hollywood
time you go to
Savage from now
timeout.
on.
Yeah.
Savage.
I was constantly in timeout. I always wanted to talk.
That was my thing. They would be like, yo, he does great in school. He does all his work, but he will not
Mind his
stop
damn
talking.
mouth.
Yeah, he will not stop talking.
Did you have to get your assignment book signed, man? Because I know I did.
Bruh. You want to say this? How I was savage in school, though. I'll tell it real quick. So I had a problem with homework. I'm like, yo, I'm too smart for homework. Homework is for people who don't understand. It's like busy work for people to understand and work. That way they can get ready for the test.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, if I can get an A on the test without having to do homework, I don't see a point. So I basically worked out deals with all my teachers. Like, yo, if I can get A's on all the tests, I don't have to do homework.
Oh damn.
One teacher wasn't going for it though. They were like, nah, no matter what, you got to do homework for my class. I was so determined. I was like, I would go home and do fake homework. Like, I would go home, and if they said, hey, you got to go and you got to read 2 chapters of Huckleberry Finn, I would go read 2 chapters of the Odyssey, write a report on 2 chapters of the Odyssey, so my mom would see me do it, go to school, and then not have the real homework and be like, yeah, I ain't do it. So then he got so frustrated, they called my mom. My mom was like, yo, I see him do the homework every night. How does he not have it when he gets to class? And then like the teacher's like, he doesn't have it. I was like, yo, you ain't gonna make me do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Playing the system, man.
Damn.
He was looking for cheat codes before games had cheat codes.
Yo, real time.
Now you know what the hustle in there would be real. It would be the shit. Is if you had saved all of the reports
Right.
and then turned in the reports. Like, here's all the stuff that I actually did. It's like, I didn't tell you to read these. I was like, well, you told me to read the thing I didn't fucking like, so I decided to read 2 chapters of something I did like, and I did a report on that. Here you go, take this fucking homework, you fuck boy. Like, but no, like that's what's up, man.
That's pretty good, man.
That's hilarious.
Were you the only child, or did you have brothers and sisters? Or
Nah, man. Said when you get it right, you only do it once. So
I hear that. Yo, I like that because I'm the only child too, so I can rock with it. Dude.
I got a little sister, but my little sister's a beast though, so I can't even hate. My little sister's gonna be better than me. Like, I already know it. She's pretty.
Kids,
So
these days, growing up, like,
bro, I saw my little sister when I went home for the memorial for my grandma, and I was just like, "Mom made you?" Like, well played. Good job, Mom. Good job.
You were 1.0. She 2.0 with
Right?
upgrades.
Like, I can't even hate. I can't even hate.
I got that new firmware. That new
Right.
firmware.
Right.
I just got to make sure. Like, I just made sure. Like, I was so happy that she was 10 years younger than me, so I didn't have to worry about any of my friends trying to holler at my sister, because we would have had such a problem. Like, bro,
Caught a hot
It's
600.
a hot 600 in our face. Like,
Now wait, let me ask you this though. Do you feel that it's such a good thing that you're 10 years older that you feel like you're extra protective because it's your little sister, or does she have more free reign now?
oh, she had more free reign the whole time, because I left the house when I was 16, so I wasn't as homey as I would have liked. I wasn't there as much as I would have liked. Whereas if she was 3 years younger than me, like, that would have been a problem. Me, like, because it's 3 years younger than me when I was a senior in high school, like, that would have been an issue. Right, like, she 13, like, bruh, if you remotely put a hand anywhere near my sister, we gonna fight. So, like, I didn't have to worry about that, because that's 10 years behind me in school. They ain't never gonna see me. I ain't never had to be in a chat with nobody that was like, hey, bro, your sister's flames. Like, we ain't had a fight, so we was good. But no, man, it was but yeah, like, I feel you. That was a lovely way your mom's put it. Like, you do it right the first time, there's no point to do it again.
Well, here's a question though. How do you know if you did it right? Like, after, I think it's a great saying, but how do you know after, like, the first year? Like, there's only so much you can tell within the first year.
Because she bred a shiny stuntman.
A shiny black stuntman. That was it. She knew. It came out. When she held him, ting. That was it.
Right,
Again.
that was it.
GG's. Enough said. Enough said. So, I think a lot of these questions are already answered with just kind of the stuff that we're talking about. Like,
I got one more, if you guys don't mind. When was the first break you got into the industry? Like, was it Nintendo always, or was it something else and then Nintendo? And how does it compare to what you at now? And do you enjoy your job?
Okay, that's like 8 questions.
Well, I gotta murray you because you gotta speak long. So
all right, so real quick, I got into I've been working in entertainment since I was like in high school, basically. But then, because I worked at Disney World for a while, and that's actually how I got into stunts. Like that's where the gamer tag came from, because I was actually a stuntman for a while.
Oh, well,
That's
we
what's
gotta
up.
talk about this.
Yeah, real life.
And,
What?
Let him continue. Go ahead.
let me finish it off.
Rewind. Rewind that a little bit.
So I was a stuntman for a while, and then from that got me into the film and TV industry. So I did that. Fast forward, I worked in the TV film industry for a while, and then I did a reality show a few years ago. And then reality show. Then they made a point of making sure that they like said I was a gamer. So a lot of fans of the show were like, "Oh, he's a gamer." So they kind of played up that I was a gamer on the show. So then, fresh out of the show, somebody from Nintendo was a fan of the show. They were like, "Hey, we're doing an event. We're looking for a MC for an event for about 30 days. Are you interested?" So I was like, okay. It was in Chicago. So I'm like, cool. I'm from Chicago, so I don't mind going home for a month. So I went and did that event. Then they were like, hey, we got another event out in LA. You want to come do that one too? I said, sure. So I did that. So I kind of started doing events for them off and on.
So basically, here's your job. Enjoy it.
Yeah. And then they loved me. So then they started offering me like I did some management stuff for Nintendo for a while. Like I was over like their holiday program. I did some stuff with some partnerships they had with like Pottery Barn and some other stuff. But
wait. Time out. Nintendo had a partnership with Pottery Barn?
Yeah, Pottery Barn team. They were it was back when, what was that?
Hold on.
That was
Googling
Super
Pottery
Mario
Barn just
3D.
because
That was Super Mario 3D World.
that is a name that I haven't heard in so long.
Yeah.
I'm blown away right now.
Pottery Barn, that's what's up.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
So then but then I went back to Nintendo. I was like, yo, you putting a bird in a cage. Like, I don't mind, because I was a good manager for them. They loved me as management. But I'm like, you putting a bird in a cage. Like, I got to be with the people. I got to be getting people hyped. Like, I enjoy seeing and hosting, but I'm like, the management takes not for me. I'm not a 9 to 5 kind of dude. So then they were like, cool. So then they just brought me on as an MC, and they were like, yo, like, you get to travel now, and you see what I do. I get to hype up crowds and basically live the dream, living in hotels and hyping up crowds and playing video games. So I can't complain at all, man. I love it.
Bomb ass life. Like every part of that story was bomb. Like I was wanting to know more
about all of that, just like all of that. So what happened with the stuntman then? Like how did that happen?
Can you talk about it? Like damn, like what's going
on? You know what? I was working at Disney, and a buddy of mine, I give all the credit to, a buddy named Joe Williams. He was a stunt guy, and it was back when Orlando had Pleasure Island, and we used to go to Pleasure Island every night, and we was killing at Pleasure Island. It was 8 clubs you would dance at, so we were part of a little dance crew, like you guys served, getting it in, serving people. And one day I'm at work, and I'm doing a show, and then he walks into the green room. I'm like, bro, what are you doing here? And he's like, I'm a stuntman. And I'm like, oh, he's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm a dancer. And he was like, yo, you're a dancer? Why are you dancing? I'm like, because they pay me a lot and it's easy. And I'm like, why are you a stuntman? He's like,
they pay me a lot and it's easy.
He said, because they pay me more than you and it's easy. And I was like, bruh, you a lie. They don't pay you more than I make. And then we compared numbers, and he was making a little more than me, like by about 20K. So I was like, yo.
That's not a little bit, by the way.
How about you hook me up in the
world?
I was like, I was like, what I got to do to get in? So I started going to the stunt gym with him, working out with him. I got in. I got a stunt contract. I got my first stunt contract from that. Then I started just doing stunt work. So I started doing live action stunt work at like theme parks. And then from that, that's when I started getting like commercials and TV shows and movies and stuff. So it all snowballs after you kind of get in. So.
What was the first movie?
Oh my God, the first movie I worked on? I can't remember the first, but I can remember the most well-known. You guys may have heard of it. It's a little movie. People may not have heard of it. Star Wars Episode 3. I worked on that. So.
It's a little movie. I don't know.
What did you do in Episode 3 though?
Right, I only wear a damn robe.
Right.
That's a Jedi robe. So please enlighten.
I was Darth Vader for like the last 8 seconds of the movie. We lost Frank.
I didn't want to. I had to get something out.
So okay.
There's a little movie.
Yeah.
I have no.
But just to be real clear about this, like super clear, like because at the end of Episode 3, there's 2 different Vaders. Like There's one where Hayden Christensen is actually in the suit, and that's when he's like on the table and he's doing this whole thing, and he goes, "No!" Like that's all Hayden. Like, but then if you watch carefully, you can notice that Vader's body goes from being real slim in the suit to being like a full dude, and it's because when they were filming, basically Lucas said, "Well, it's too late. They're not gonna care about it now." Lucas didn't like the way Hayden looked in the suit, and then they already had a guy. They already had a guy that was doing Vader stuff for like commercials and TV shows and stuff for like guest appearances, but he was out of the country, and they had to film it so quick that they knew by that point in time I was already working for Lucasfilm at Disney World. I'd opened up a show there called the Jedi Training Academy. Oh. So then Lucas sent 3 of his reps down to see me at the show, and they were like, "Hey, whatever." And they never do this. Like Disney never lets, like you've never seen a picture of like Mickey Mouse with the head off, like talking to somebody. No. I literally finished the show. They pulled me off stage, pulled me backstage, and they're like, "Hey, just pop the head. You got to talk to somebody." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "All right, let me get changed." They're like, "No, just pop the head. You got to talk to somebody." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So then I popped the head, and it was 3 execs from Lucasfilm. And they're like, "Hey, we loved your show. What are you doing next week?" And I'm like, "Just working here." They like,
"What do you mean what I'm doing? I'm doing something with you next week."
No, I didn't know who they were. They were 3 people they had me talking to, so I didn't know who they were at the point. I'm like, "I'm just working here." They're like, "So we work for Lucasfilm. We're wondering if you want to come and we have a special project we want you to work on." And I said, "Yeah, I mean, if I can get the time off." They're like, "Don't worry about the time off. We'll handle that. Like, do you want to come?" And I said, "Absolutely." So I went out, got to go out.
Wait, whoa, they asked you? Like,
yeah. I mean, it was
3 execs called you up?
Because I mean, it
so
was literally
so what you're saying is
thing that like the guy who they needed or wanted was out of the country, and they were like, "Yo,
so you're saying you're so flames that 3 executives from Lucas was like, "Hey, if you wouldn't mind, would you mind coming by and working with us? Don't worry about the time off. We got you. If you want, could you come and do it?"
Yo, you gotta remember this is before Disney owned.
Don't even care. Don't even care. Don't make a difference, bruh. Regardless, Lucas, anything. I know people that have worked at LucasArts. To even get to the fucking front door to any one of those things, you got to know 4 people, and you have had like you can't just know people and get in. So to have execs like, "Hey man, would you like to come and hang out with us? Like we got you. You want to come for something next week?" Like that's. Oh. Yeah, to have execs ask you,
bro, it was a huge deal. Like I was so super jacked. Because after that, I got to do that. And then I got to do a bunch of the like a lot of the still photography for a lot of ads. After that, I did a couple of the like the M&M commercials and the Kellogg's commercials after that. Oh my god! So I mean,
bro, like you live in the life that I've been wanting to live forever. Like I've always wanted to be an entertainer. Like you, I'm gonna be like you when I grow up.
Man, do you have a book? Because
like real life, you need to have a book published like tomorrow.
How to be successful? If you don't mind, how old are you?
1 day older than I was yesterday.
Okay. So how to be successful 1 day older than you was yesterday?
That is literally the book name. That's your book name. Write that.
Damn, dude. You had like we didn't even get halfway through this story. And shit. You live like 4 story lives, man. It was awesome.
My floor is very moist.
That's a grown man's floor is moist. That's impressive.
I cannot say enough times I've lived a very fortunate, a very blessed life, and I've done my best as an adult. We all do some reckless stuff when we were kids, but as an adult, I've tried to treat people with respect, tried to live right, tried to always build up people around me. Like if I could help somebody, I would always make sure I would help and push them to their potential. And I feel like because of that, I've gotten opportunities and blessings that have come from places where I haven't even looked. Like people have come to me with so many things because like I haven't known things, and all of a sudden I've made connections, or people have come to me and just say, "Hey, we want you to do this," or "We want," and I'm like, I don't even know where my name came up, like, because I don't know you guys, but and then all of a sudden like things just happen, but I attribute it to me just trying to give back to the world. It's like for what everything great that's been sold into me, I just try to make sure when I can help, I do the same thing to other people. So
hell yeah, dude. I appreciate you on that, man.
That's what's up, man.
Guys, this is a true example of what your life can be like if you just walk a path of respect and positivity, man.
Respect, appreciation, and positivity. That's it.
The funny thing about it is, we've been talking to Stuntman for a good bit, and this is the first time we heard the story, which is an important concept of he's humble as hell.
Understatement.
Like me, I'd be like, well, you know, I was in movies and shit.
So you know I was Darth Vader for a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying?
You know why Darth Vader's black?
It's because of me. It's all me. It's all me. Now, I'm gonna paste a link into the chat real quick, because I see the hashtag cosplay in this picture, and somehow I get the feeling that is who I think it is.
Wait, what?
And Kylo Ren cosplay.
My man.
Like,
oh, got the crack on it too? Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's you, son?
I gotta open up the chat just to see it.
Did you
I
make
just posted it into the Zoom chat and the Twitch chat. That's you, bro?
Yeah, that's all me, bro.
Bro, that is.
Wait, I'm gonna say it again. Did you make that?
Yeah, that's all.
Damn.
Handmade.
So not only is he a beast, he's also a cosplay champion.
Now I do have to give credit though, because some of the sewing, because I'm not an expert seamstress, some of the sewing was done by I don't know if she wants me to put her name out, but someone who works for Disney and costuming. They actually helped me with some of the sewing. But yeah,
damn.
But for
bro,
the
like
I say hot damn.
I'm gonna be like you when I grow up, bro. Like,
right?
Like people like I'm, and when I say this, I'm not even bullshitting. Like I've wanted to be an actor since as far back as I can remember. Like whatever way I can, I'm gonna get my way into a movie, and that's an actual like go to the theater and see it movie. That's my intent. That is my goal in life, is to be like an actor and an entertainer. So like that's why I'm here on Twitch, because I feel like this is a great start.
Obviously, I'm not the plug, but I mean I can put you in touch with some people that if that's really what you want to do,
we'll talk afterwards.
They can get your foot in the door. Because what I will say, this the biggest thing I'll say. If you want to do it as a career, because I worked in that industry for a long time, I had fun with it. It was good. Two things. One, everybody doesn't understand when you go first starting off, it's feast or famine. Like you might get a ton of work, you might get no work. But it's like streaming. It's your grind.
That's everything. Yeah.
Right.
It's how much
how hard are you willing to work to put yourself out there to get your that. But that's we from Chicago. That's anything though. Like if you want it, you got to put work in. You got to make sure that you out there doing your work on a regular. Fam, I am 544 days consecutive days of streaming. Yeah. My hustle is real. Like
the other day, it's so easy. Next time you come out to LA, we'll get you on a set, and it's gonna sound weird. We'll get you on a set as an extra. I tell everybody, like, if you want to get in the industry, spend 2 weeks working as an extra. That'll tell you if you want to be on, like, if you actually want to work in the industry or not, because you'll learn and see so many things from so many different angles being an extra, because you have so much downtime that you'll get to see what does the director of photography do, what do PAs do, what you'll see what everybody's different role is, and then you'll see, okay, but what is the actor really doing, or like how, like everyone sees the finished product, and the finished product always looks sweet, but then there's a whole different grind depending on what part of the acting you're working on. Like obviously I did more stunt work than anything else, but so my life is totally different than a guy who's a principal actor. But at the same time, like they're the same, because you have to see which part of the life do you really like. You know what I mean? Right. That's what it's like.
I respect that.
So, that's fair. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be.
But spending that time on set as an extra, you real quick figure out if that's what you want to do.
Right.
Okay. Nah, this ain't for me. Because I know a lot of people that will go in and be like, yeah, I want to do that. And they be like, nah.
They think about the bigger picture, not the smaller one. Like, be real with you, like in high school, middle school, I acted stuff. I was in commercials for a little bit, and then I did some acting as in stage stuff, because I was told everybody needs to be on stage at some point in their life. And so I actually was going into college, had a football scholarship, but I was going to college with theater at first. But my mom's, she's like, yeah, you ain't make no money, so you change it. But I did theater anyway. And I follow a lot of actors, like, Dwayne Johnson, because he puts the real reality of it out there. This man gets up at 3 a.m. in the morning,
hit the gym,
goes to the gym at 5 a.m. and then shoots from like 8 till 2 in the morning the next day. I'm like, what the hell?
Dwayne is crazy.
What the hell? Like, and he's
also a beast.
He shoots 2 movies. Like him and Kevin Hart, man, like it's beyond. But that's the hustle. And here I am freaking out about it, right? But you got to think about it. Us streamers, same goddamn thing. Like, so yeah, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's the same shit, just different hustle. It's a different hustle. It's you controlling your camera work and your lighting and everything versus somebody else doing it and somebody else directing everything. That's the major difference. But that's been a life goal, man. Like I see shit like the Black Panther. Like
Right?
You gotta want to be in that motherfucking movie with all the fucking glory going on in that movie. Have you seen the cast list? Have you seen the cast? Like Chadwick Boseman took over the Avengers when he was in it.
Yeah.
He took that shit over.
100%.
He took that shit completely the fuck over. He showed up.
Captain America should have
Right.
called Peg.
Right. Like he just showed up and was like, I would love to see this, but we have things to do. It's like
Yeah.
his girl was about to take Black Widow down a few notches. Like, yo, like that, fam.
Yeah,
Yes. So to give everybody a quick rundown of what we're talking about, we've been discussing Stuntman Gene is our guest on Chocolate Thunder. We've been discussing how he started, where he started in gaming, how he's gotten to where he is right now. And right now he's an MC for Nintendo. So if you go to a convention, you'll see him at a convention on the Nintendo stage, hyping people up. And when I say you can't, when Tech says you can't miss him, I say you can't miss him. It's because he makes us look like babies. He is like gigantic. But
we look like aminos or BMOs.
I look tiny. I look tiny compared to him, and that's impressive.
Amiibos. That's what we are. He's setting our asses on stage. He just.
but no, like he is an amazing person, and we're just discussing how he got to where he has gotten, and he's done a lot in the entertainment industry, and that kind of led into myself, DJ Tag, and a little bit of Will. Like we were all talking about how that's the kind of thing that we would like to do.
Love to do. Like
so he the life that he's led thus far, like the things that he's done in the entertainment industry, the fact that he was Darth Vader for the last 8 seconds of episode 3 of Star Wars, right? That's the kind of shit that I don't give a fuck if you don't know it's me in a Darth Vader suit. If you look at a movie, you see my name in the credits, I'm fucking happy.
I'm gonna be like,
put my name in the credits.
Don't leave nobody.
Right?
Okay, you can leave right now.
Make a post-credit scene just so that people can see my name in the credits. Like,
but it was too fast, Frank. I got it on slow-mo, don't worry.
For every movie, that's why to this day, like I won't say now because it don't apply now, but for every chick I would go to the movies with, they'd be like, yo, why are you staying for the credits? And it wasn't even about me being in it. It was that I feel like there's so many people that work on films. Like everyone always celebrates the people they see on camera, but there's so many people behind the scenes. Yep. And I was like, yo, the same way that I want somebody to respect it when it's my name that's in this film and on the credits, I respect it when it's the other people. So I sit through all credits now. Like way before it was cool because they started putting scenes after credits. Like I sat through all the credits. So I'm like, yo, those people, the movie wouldn't exist without those people.
Right. It's like video games. I watch the credits on video games. Like Horizon's ending. Sat there for like an hour. People like, yo, you know you can skip this, right? You know you can skip. I'm like, yo, just giveaways in the chat. You want to do that? Listen to this.
Yeah, my thing is, I definitely want to be one of those creators.
You want to be behind the scenes.
I want to be behind the scenes, but I want to be like the visionary, actually
making shit happen.
Like a director.
I want to be the director or producer of.
I can see that.
Mainly of games, but movies as well. I mean, like I have. We already talked about this before during the stream, so I won't go into it. But like I already have plans for some of that in the future. And acting is also like really interesting and fun for me in the way that I do it here as well. But I wouldn't go as far to say like you guys, like how you like acting is like where you want to be. Like I want to be creative. I want to be directing.
That's good because we need more of them. Like it's obvious. But Stuntman, dude, thank you, man. Like I didn't expect any of that.
Yeah, that was dope.
On that level. I mean, I expected some epicness, but that was like a different level. In chat, if we can give it up to him in chat, like go follow this man on Twitter because he
Exclam Choco Twitter, Exclam Choco. I've already added his Twitter and his Twitch to those commands. Exclam Choco Twitter. Don't even hesitate. Follow him.
He's got some
like
great pictures. Like no joke. I was getting a profile. I already found his profile picture like 2 seconds in, but I was deep in last year pictures and shit. Like just smiling because he's enjoying life. Like all these pictures, he's well rested. Well, at least he looks right. He's smiling.
He get more rest than I do.
Right? He don't got no bags in it. He's just enjoying life, man. So if you guys don't think you can do it, he's right there. And that just inspires me to work harder. Like
that inspired me to make a new command in the chat so that people can use it right now. Yeah. Exclam OP space StuntmanGene, like
OP.
So I'll take it.
I love how he said all of that with like a completely straight face, just like, yeah, this is what it is. I'm just like,
I just live all your nerd fantasies like it's nothing. It's no big deals. What ass?
Yeah. I didn't even tell you all of it.
And because I don't want it to come across like I don't feel like it's amazing. I just feel like I've lived such a blessed life for so long. I'm so appreciative to everything that like a long time ago, I realized, like, especially when I was first getting on, a lot of people thought the stuff I would share, like you mentioned, like with Twitter and Instagram, stuff like that. People thought that what I was doing, I was trying to brag. And I was like, I was never trying to brag. I was just sharing what was going on in my life to be like, hey man, like I'm from the inner city. I'm from the hood in Chicago. Like, and this is what my life is now. Like anybody can do anything with their life. It's you that makes those decisions. And it's you that makes those choices that's going to lead you to wherever you want to go. And then I thought about it one day and I was like, you know what? No one is ever actually bragging. I'm like, bragging comes from the person listening, not the person telling the story. I'm like, because if you think about it, like if I said, hey, I'm just going to throw out a random number. If I made, $100,000 last year, then somebody who made $15,000 is going to be like, yo, see, Stuntman bragging. But Jay-Z would never be like, yeah, he bragging. He would be happy for me. Like, man, congratulations. I'm glad you made $100,000.
Right, and then I hope you hit 200 next year. That's some shit Jay-Z would say. And
that's because it's never the person who's telling the story. It's the person who's hearing it. And
it's your perception of what they're saying.
Exactly. That's what puts the spin on it.
I mean, he put in his song, you make $500,000, you think that's something. Like, I'm like...
I guess it depends on who says it, though. Yeah. Somebody could be like, yo, I just made 100,000, you only made 10. Like, if somebody coming at you with some grimy shit, obviously.
But see, that's not even bragging at that point. That's trying to be grandiose and trying to insult someone.
Right. It's all about presentation.
Because the same way that you could say, okay, I made $2 million last year. Then when Warren Buffett steps up, like, yeah, but I made 50. Like, then what do you say?
I made $2 million when I took a shit the other day.
Yeah,
right?
Like, there's always going to be somebody who's at the top of the totem pole. Like,
it's always somebody better. No matter how good you are at something, there's always somebody better. That's one of the things that I learned at a young age.
Right.
Yeah, it's not even that it's a bad thing. It's just that
it
keeps you like that phrase to me. That no matter how good you are, there's somebody better. That means you need to be hustling and you need to be working to where you can be the better person.
Mm-hmm.
And then even once you get to that level of fucking amazing, somebody's better. It's like in my head that takes it to One Punch Man. I saw the first episode of One Punch Man today on Netflix, and it was like, your man was bored. He was like, look, I ain't shit for me to do. I ain't found a real fight. And then he finally got into a fight. Wow, one punch. It's a wrap. No matter how you good, somebody's better. So somebody's better than One Punch Man, which means that he should still be training. He should still be in the gym doing work. And I get the feeling that that's going to come up in the story. I don't know it because I'm only on the first episode, but somehow that makes sense that that's going to come up in the story like, hey, your man, you ain't the shit. Your man's is better, though. So get better.
Mm-hmm.
And
self-satisfaction never stops either.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, never.
It's like leveling up in the game, It's like you level up, you're like, oh shit, yeah, I can see, like, I go back to the old dungeons and I'm like, yeah, these old dungeons ain't shit. I'm leveled up now. I can handle this.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just like happy and humbled to have you on the show. Like,
seriously.
Because I learned so much. And just sitting here, just listening to you and just your character, man. Like, I knew, and this is not me kissing ass, so I hope nobody's thinking that. But
anybody who thinks that doesn't understand what we're what we're throwing right now. They don't understand what we're putting out there.
Right, because we grind every single day. And there's those moments where you just feel like maybe you're not going hard enough, or maybe it ain't, is it worth it or not? But you're a pure example, man. Like,
I had those thoughts this morning.
right? I have them every night before I go to bed. This is why I dream about streaming every night. It's just like, dude, I appreciate you being here because now I'm inspired and motivated to like take it to the next level and then still feel good about myself today instead of feeling bad about myself trying to take it to the next level. And that's probably what I've been missing the whole time. And, 33 years later, maybe I get it now. Like, and I appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
And then being humble about it. Like,
thank you.
Thank you.
So, you know what? I appreciate that, but at the same time, you got to realize how much I appreciate you guys for what I can sow into you, for the stuff that I know, the knowledge that I know. Like, as you guys know, as the chat doesn't know, but I mean, they'll know now. Like, I appreciate you guys for what you guys have sowed into me as being a newer streamer. Like, obviously, I feel like everyone who's gone down a road should make it easier for the person that comes behind.
100%.
And I appreciate you guys for doing the same thing for me, and that's the same way that you look at it. And you're like, hey, I took from what you said and that helps me. It's the same way I look at you guys, and I'm very appreciative of like what I've seen, what I've gotten, the conversations that we've had. Just because that's what life in general should be. It shouldn't be a crab in the barrel mentality of I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna leave y'all behind.
I hate that shit.
It should be, hey, if I get out, let me help you get out. Like let us all work together, because that's what makes everything better. That's what makes our society a better place, is when everyone thrives, not when only the elite make it to the top and look down on everyone. So,
man, you speaking so much truth right now. Like, this is the main reason why I put a stream team together, and it was of a different caliber. Like, we small because we grow slower. We pay more attention to everybody and everything, and it was all about community. And a lot of these stream teams on Twitch are filled with big streamers, right? It's like a basketball team. Basketball was great when it was like spread out, right? When you had somebody good on each team, the teams cared about entertainment and each other and stuff. Now it's like, stick everybody on the team, make the most money.
If you on the Knicks, you good. Like, you gonna get a ring.
And it's like exactly like it is now. And what we're trying, the new generation, I like to say, of upcoming streamers, me, DeejayKnight, and we got our side projects and stuff. We're really trying to band together and help each other. And the funny thing is I've been reaching out to other teams and saying, hey, what can we do to, change the aspect of what it is to be a streamer, so people don't just think that we're just sitting in front of a camera, that we actually care about them and stuff. So that's some 100% truth, man. And damn, it's good to hear somebody else say it, because it makes more sense when you're not saying it. When someone else is saying it, it's like, man, so I'm on the right track, but now my thinking is corrected. So I appreciate that. And if anybody in the chat, man, if you guys have any aspirations or goals, I mean, he's a living example of how to enjoy life, how to go about it, how to work. And I'm going to change stuff starting tonight about how I work and grind. Maybe I can grind a different way, but still putting a smile on my face. I already started though, and I can go into it as in numbers, right? Remember we were talking about numbers and stuff when it comes to streaming. Yo, I haven't seen my sub count and my view count in a week. And people have been saying, dude, your streams have been so more relaxed. We like having you in the background. The chat has been moving constantly. Like, lurkers have been coming out of nowhere saying hi. Like, this stuff is real. Like, when you start showing that you're enjoying it, you're not letting shit stress you out, and you're just living for the moment and you pushing yourself. Like, I've learned so much, man. So I'll do it again, man. Thank you, dude.
I'm gonna just say this before we go to the next topic. Like, I just think it's dope that you were watching our podcast and was just like, yo, this is mad cool. Like, just that little thing. Like, we never know who's watching our content at time, but like, and like, I really didn't know that much about you until that cast, and until we actually like met at PAX. Like, incidentally enough, when I went to PAX, I was looking for you because they had told me about you, but I had never met you. I hadn't even seen what you looked like. And somebody else working at Nintendo, I think his name was A-Train.
A-Train.
Yeah, I was looking at him. I was like, is that Hollywood? Like, I literally had no idea. So when I finally did meet up with you, I was like, all right, cool. This is who they were talking about. So I think it's dope that you were just happened to be watching us at that time. You just mentioned like, hey, this is dope. So I appreciate it.
Facts. So if we're gonna keep it going on to the actual like topics of conversation, like we got sidetracked hard as shit. It's worth it though, because when you get a group of real people in a room, you gotta just let real happen.
Yeah, man.
You don't interrupt. You don't interrupt real. We started that from day one. Like, we just like, all right, we got a topic list. If we're gonna keep on it, cool. If not, whatever. But that's how we roll. So right now, we've covered like literally. There's
wait.
I could try to find one. It's like one question I could ask in here that it hasn't even been asked, but we already have an idea of what the answer would be, but could be wrong. What kind of content do you like watching on Twitch, Stunt?
He like content that his camera moves.
Freeze frame. I had to do it. Hollywood speak L. I had to put that music on for the intro, man. I had to put that on the intro.
Oh man.
There we go. Am I good now? Am I back?
You good. Yo,
you good. It was funny though.
I was tired.
It was funny though.
My bad. So what was the question? What content do I like on Twitch? Man, you know what? Honestly, and it's not because like you said earlier, it's not because I'm riding y'all's jock, but I look and learn a lot from DeejayKnight. I watch DJ Tech Live. I never catch Will. I don't know where Will be, but like
I'll
whenever
be on. I'll be on all the time.
I be on it. I'll write this straight up all day.
I slid in one of yours, but I was like, on the whole, I get notifications from these guys like every 30 minutes. I'm like, yo, do y'all ever sleep? Like, what's
sleep? What's sleep?
Nope.
Like y'all laughing. I'm so fucking real. Like, I think last night was the first night I've gotten 8 hours of sleep in a long fucking time. Like, and that was, and that's like half of that is like waking up and talking. Like, but I was 8 hours in a bed. Like, because I wake up, I'm either at my computer. Like, people get mad at me because I'm not on. Like I want to be on like at noon, but like when I get up, I feed my core, I sit down at the computer, I start to get ready to go live, and then I get sidetracked by an email that I just noticed. Well, let me go ahead and respond to this email real quick, and then I go pull up a strum while I'm listening and typing out the email, and then I always end up getting caught up trying to better my stream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
I always try to get, because you can't better your content until you see someone else with better content.
Right.
That's the problem of being self-motivated. It's like, all right, so how do I get better? The only way to get better, if you don't have anything inputting new thoughts, is to go watch somebody else, see how they're doing it. So I'll have like 6 streams up, and I got 3 monitors, so I'll have a bunch of streams up. Like while I'm typing out a response to an email, then I'll be watching how they do this or how they do this, and trying to learn from it, because that's how I get my stream better, and that's how I help my community better. That's how I make sure that I'm providing content that people want to pay attention to, and if I'm not doing that, then I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
Because it's only me doing it, so I have to go watch other people. I have to, even though I don't do it as much, even though I could be on broadcasting, but then I wouldn't have learned like that wheel looks fucking sweet, I'm gonna put that into my stream, or the way that they handled that fucking raid was lovely. How do I do something like that? Like,
no successful streamer out there, I don't care who it is.
You have to watch. You don't have to watch.
Like if you
think you're good, you're done.
Right. It's like movies and TV shows, like in video games. Hell, I was telling the story about Ocarina of Time. When Ocarina of Time came out, man, I was like, they put shadows in the game. Like there's shadows, and it was just a circle, you know, underneath it.
They just stopped.
It was real, right? But you think Nintendo was gonna be like, yeah, this is great, and come out like 7 years later with a circle as a shadow and like the graphics look polygon? No, it's like all about, hell, it's not even, I can't even go deeper than that. But Nintendo's innovating constantly, right? They're constantly innovating. You think Sony don't see that shit and Xbox don't see that shit and they're gonna sleep on it? Nope. It didn't work, but they made the Move controller and Kinect. Didn't work, but still, they're trying to better their product. And anytime I see somebody with some cool bot or something like that that's getting the chat interactive and the chat's excited, yo, you better believe I'm gonna find a way to get my chat. Not necessarily rip them, but people might say rip and all that shit, but no idea is unique, and that's what makes ideas better, is for you to take what you like about that and create it, make your own. And then if somebody got it off mine, I'm flattered.
That is always the kicker. People sleep on it so hard. Like, oh man, I want to do something that nobody else has done on Twitch. It's like, all right, cool, then do it. Somebody else has done it somewhere else. But if you want to be the person to do it on Twitch, do it. If you get you an audience, fucking do it. That's what, like, stuff like the humble streaming bundle right now. I ate that shit up so hard because like for $1, fam, you get a year of Monster Cat to where you could just play whatever. And when it's a year of Monster Cat, it's not just a year of like putting a stream up like I do, like I'm doing right now. That's a year of, they have shit on catalog that they don't play on their live stream that you could pull out and put on, and they're not gonna mute your VODs. That's why like people say, hey man, what kind of music are you listening to? I'm listening to Monster Cat because they don't mute my shit. So that means we can play everything Monster Cat's got for the next fucking year, and they're not gonna mute a goddamn thing. People can come in here and watch this stream, and nobody's gonna say shit. But like that, like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say for the record, I stream a shit ton, but oftentimes it's when these two just are streaming too. I stream at like 8 o'clock, and if I'm doing every day, it's usually around 8 o'clock, and they're already online. So that's probably why you haven't been catching me.
I got you, Will. I'm gonna catch you, bro.
Don't worry about it. I'm letting everybody, like, don't sleep. Don't think that I'm not putting in that work.
I ain't stream either though, bro. So
we all put in work, but Will.
That's true.
But not like that. That's how anybody that does what they do, anybody who takes pride in what they do, you're gonna end up doing that at some point. You're gonna, oh shit, I'm supposed to be on an hour ago, but I'm sitting here trying to learn.
Yep. That's why
no matter what you do, if you're not learning, you're asleep.
You're losing.
Right,
Yeah,
you gotta be learning how to do it a little bit better. If I can find 1 second of efficiency, then damn it, that's efficiency that I've just gained. That's better than no efficiency every day of the week. So like, nah, man. But all that came from what kind of content you guys like on Twitch. What have you guys been playing? Let's go into that because we could be here for another hour talking about this. So what have you guys been playing? Let's start with you, Will. What you been playing? What's going on in your strum? How's the community digging it?
I wish I've been playing more, but I've been teetering on the edge of creative and drawing. Creative and gaming often. So the last game I was playing Nier, playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and of course,
choices.
Fucking great choices. Mass Effect Andromeda. The only things I will say in terms of like, kind of where I'm at right now is that, like the times for example are like prime time when other streamers are live, like much bigger streamers, and 2, the games that I'm playing are games that are other bigger prime time streamers are playing too. So it's I'm kind of stuck in this place where like I want to play these games, but I don't get the same type of viewership I would if I was playing.
Dude, you just said the streamer's dilemma.
Oh, absolutely.
Number 1, streaming dilemma. Number 1 is
absolutely.
I want to play this game, but so and so is already playing it, so I'm never gonna be seen. But you have to do that because that's what's good. That's something for you. A lot of people may like clown, like if you're trying to go for growth. A lot of people may clown like a broadcaster, like, "Hey man, dude, you know everybody's playing it." It's like if you want to play it because you want to play it, do it. What happened?
Bro, the game has changed, man. Like, this is nothing like it was. Like back in the day, you would worry about, climbing a ladder, what time, and all that stuff. Yeah, that stuff plays a factor a little bit. But I'm gonna be honest with you, lately, man, I've been seeing. All right, so you have to ask yourself, what do you really want? Right? Do you want big numbers in your chat?
What was that?
Oh, is it?
I think that was.
So you gotta ask yourself, if you want. Do you want to you just want to have random people in your chat? Do you want to grow a community off of the same stuff that you like, that you can have an interactive talk with? Or do you just want to sit there and not do anything? So to me, I had to come to terms with that, right? Yeah, I was getting big views, I should say, big numbers of views, anywhere between 300 to 500, which is big for me. Playing games, strategizing and stuff. But at the end of the day, when Mass Effect Andromeda Horizon came out, I said, I don't give a shit about numbers because I'm enjoying myself. And you know what? Everyone in that chat appreciated that because they enjoyed themselves. When we finished, we went start, man, the best feeling in the world as a streamer is finishing a goddamn game. All right, from start to finish on stream, best feeling. When we finished Horizon, we all melted right there, man. We were happy. Like the chat was booming. Everybody was like, oh, screaming and shit. And like, I sat there for a bit and I smiled. I said, you know what? I only have 170 people in my chat right now, but dude, that's what it means to stream to me. Yeah. I came to terms with it. And guess what? Twitch changed their ways of partnering people because they finally knew that. They noticed it.
It's not about the amount of people.
It's not about numbers in
chat. It's about engaging with your community.
It kind of still is though. I mean, I'll just speak like on terms of like my own personal experience from like this week.
But that Frozen Stuntman though, and then you can continue.
Not as much as it used to be. But it still matter. They definitely still matter.
Struggle right now, bro.
You straight, you straight.
But I mean, I kind of with the whole change, like their whole change, like I'm just like, damn, like I just remember. I want to use you as an example, DeejayKnight. Like you.
What?
Yeah, you.
I'm worried. I'm worried.
You were streaming for like a year straight, and you weren't offered that partnership in a way that someone now would be if they were in that position and they had the same kind of numbers that you had during that time.
Okay.
And I'm just like, it's just frustrating for me to think about that and just be like,
well,
they mattered so much before. They matter less now, but it was just so much to the point where it was just like, come on.
I understand where you're coming from.
About 500 viewers, but
right, like I've never hit 500 views on a regular basis.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That only happens when I'm on front page or something like that. I will say that I got partnered when I was averaging 100 plus people. Right, so like I was at 13 months of streaming when I got partnered, and I was super lucky for that. All right, cool. Stuntman's resetting his internet. But cool. I was super lucky for that opportunity. So let me pop this over here real quick, like, so that way we got us in here while he's like resetting his internet still. But when it comes down to it, it's like I didn't worry as much about the listed requirements. I worried about giving a good stream. That's all that mattered to me. Is like,
and
can I give it
when you get partnered, dude? It's the craziest shit ever what he said, because not to cut you off, my dude, my bad.
You straight, go ahead.
You just sparked it, man. Like, people will tell you in chat that's been with me for the beginning, man. I got partnered 8 months within streaming, and a lot of people was like, that's crazy. Like, and I'm like, nah, I crawled, scratched, bled. And the point when I was hitting big numbers, I wasn't getting partnered. You know, when I got partnered, I stopped giving a hell about it. Like, I stopped caring about it, dude. And I started just focusing on the chat and just streaming, having fun. I was offered partnership, which is even more weirder.
That's Twitch acknowledging. That's Twitch acknowledging your work. There's a difference. There's a difference in everything.
The whole time. That's the scary thing about it. You never know who's watching your channel, because Twitch staff don't have to be visible in your chat to watch you, by the way.
That's true. That's
so, and creative people, the creative channel, I'm gonna be honest, because I'm friends with the creative, everybody in creative partnership. I helped build the damn thing. Like, they watch you. Believe me, I was drawing one day, low viewers. I had like 50 viewers, right? Drawing. And the next thing you know, I'm getting whispers from 2 Twitch staff. Yo, we're getting ready to put together some stuff. We want to talk to you about some work. Do you want to do it? I was like, hell yes. Next thing you know, I was helping build the food channel.
That's what's
Next thing you know, I was helping build the gallery for TwitchCon 1. Like, stuff like that. They watch you. So don't feel, I understand where you at, man. Believe me, dude, I've been there. We all been there, man. Like, it hurts knowing that you put your, every day you wake up, you start your stream, you do everything, you look at other people, I'm doing what they're doing, why I'm not there. That's when you go down the dark path, man. And I've been there so many times. I get there, I still visit it sometimes. But if you're having fun, chat, be with me on this, and be extremely transparent on this. Would you rather somebody have fun doing what they're doing? Or would you rather watch somebody be strategically in the zone, trying to worry about numbers all the time?
And my big thing is too, is that for the longest time, I haven't been considering or like really focusing on that aspect of it. I haven't really been like, the only thing that matters right now is viewership. I need to make sure I'm getting as many people in here as possible. Like, even to this day, that's not what I focus on. Like, I focus on like literally every time I start my stream, I start up like, hey, what's going on, everybody? Like, is everything good? Like, can you hear everything? Can you hear the music coming through? Is my audio crisp? Like, are you guys good? Like, that's the very first thing I make sure of anytime I start a stream. Is my chat good? And then we move from there. And I make sure that everybody's having fun. Like, that's like, even when you came in that one time and you did that, like, thank you again for that raid when I was playing Horizon. You couldn't stay because you didn't want spoilers, but like, I was having a fucking blast playing that game. And again, that's another time I just didn't care about the numbers.
And how many people stayed is the question. Like,
that's the thing. When people come, they stay.
Good.
No. Real life. That is how you know you're doing something right.
Right.
Not even bullshit. Not even bullshit. That's how you know when you're doing something right. Is if you can get people in the stream. That's step one. Getting people into the stream is not a problem. Keeping people in the stream is the issue. If you can keep people in your stream, you're doing it fucking right. And I shit you not when I say that, because that's how it fucking works. Like, keeping people in the stream is such an issue that, like, there's been tons of people who will get like think about it. Like, that's why partnership was where it was, because they didn't want like Lyric to raid somebody.
Right.
And then they get partnered because, like, hey, I had a fantastic day. I had fucking 2,000 people. Like, that's why they stopped it. They want to make sure that you can handle having the amount of people that you have in your stream as a partner broadcaster, because they want to make sure that you are putting out quality content. So if you can keep people there after you get a raid, you are doing it right.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Regardless, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm still like, I'm not going to let whatever happen.
I don't think there was a question of whether or not you were going to do it.
Yeah, we know you're going to do it.
We already knew that.
We're not going to let
we
you
ain't gonna let you stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Bad boy.
Here's the thing, man. It's scary, because it's scary for me and DJ. Like, if you really want to be afraid, if we really want to be like, if we were really concentrate on numbers, we would cry every night. You know why? Because we get thousands of people in the channel per day, per session. We take like 4,000 or 5,000 people. That means we didn't keep a lot of goddamn people. Say, hey, welcome back.
Welcome back, bro.
So there's always room for improvement, right? Like this grind is
Always.
grimy, dude. Like
Always.
the moment where look at Lyric. Lyric is still grinding. He's
still growing. And he's still growing. Like, Lyric is
That's
like
the
the
beautiful thing,
fucking goal for so many people. And it's
Yeah.
like, realistically, I understand that the chances of there being another Lyric are infinitesimal. Infinitesimal. Like anybody being not saying that like me being another Lyric, just there being another Lyric that grew the way that he grew, the chances of that happening again are infinitesimal. But he is still killing it and he ain't stopping. That man makes nasty money doing what he does. I got to take a picture with Lyric at fucking East.
He's humble as hell too.
He
don't even want
is.
to talk about it. He don't even want to talk about it. Like
I can understand that.
To remember there though,
Yeah.
that even though there may not be another Lyric, there can be a first DeejayKnight, and there can be a first DJ Tech Live,
True.
and there can be a first Black Only. And even if you never make that level, you don't have to make Lyric level to be doing very well.
True.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
And that's my thing. And that's the thing. I don't necessarily want to hit Lyric level
No, I'm
because I already know. Like one thing that I real life will acknowledge that a lot of people may not like see in the same way that I do is that there are a lot of racist fucking people out there. There are a lot of them. So I don't want to be somebody who got 40,000 people in the chat because I know 10,000 of them motherfuckers are gonna be on some bullshit, and I'm gonna want to ban every goddamn one of them. Like, and that's not even bullshit. Like, we've been raided by racist people that come in like, hang on N words, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Like, I laugh at them, and then I put on Jeopardy music, and then I ban every one of them, and then I go back to what the fuck I was doing.
So what I can say from real life knowing, like when I was on a reality show, when I got off, like the first thing they tell you if you do any kind of reality TV, they like, yo, do not look at the internet. They're like,
oh hell no.
Do not look at the, and of course, like an idiot, everybody goes and looks at the internet. So like when I got off my show, I had like 700,000 people that loved me. They were like singing my praises. I was like basically walking on water. None of them people mattered at all because I only read the comments from the 70,
from the 500 or like 75 people.
Yo,
that's it.
The
they were like, kill yourself and do. And you're like, so then you find yourself trying to defend yourself like to all these people. And then I literally was like, yo, why am I wasting the time on people that don't know me in real life? And then are really just trolling because trolls just feed off the opportunity that you get. Like they feed off the opportunity to distract you from whatever you're actually doing. Like they don't actually care. And if a troll can see that they have no effect on you, whether it be ignoring them or even like if you're like not bothered by whatever they're doing, then they're like, dang, this isn't fun for me. Let me go troll somebody else.
They have no purpose.
Yo, the moment I got to that level of clarity, I was like, oh, and I just started having so much more fun with everybody. People, I'm like, yo, I tell people, I'm like, yo, send all your trolls in my room. I guarantee
haters, bro.
I guarantee they won't stay long or they'll end up watching my whole stream. It's like, yo,
start lurking.
Yeah, I love it. Like,
I know there's people. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying we hit on that a lot. What he said. We deal with it every day.
Because I don't give a fuck about it. Like, if somebody want to come in here and drop some racist shit, it's like, all right, so we know that you're stupid. We know that you don't fit in this community. Let me ban that ass real quick, and then we gonna get back to what the fuck we was doing. Because obviously you don't belong in this stream. So whatever. I don't give a fuck.
No. They belong in the stream, but in the rafters. I want them to help my numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's when I worry about numbers. When your ass is in there, you know, like that's what I'm talking about. That's all day. Like you can watch.
That's the point. Like when it comes down to it, it's like if you want to let the negative people affect you, go ahead. But fuck that. There's too much more positive things in life to worry about than somebody else. And whoever that was that picked up that humble bundle, appreciate you. But we talked about Will talking about what he was playing, and we never got to anybody else. Tech, obviously you've been playing Andromeda. What else have you been playing, bro?
Dude. Okay, so we played a lot of games, man. We played Horizon. Got away from Horizon because Andromeda loves to distract because it's a beautiful damn game. I don't care what people say out there. You can flame it all you want. It's a beautiful game. And then we went back to Horizon. We were like, all right, embargo's out. We can't go past a certain point. We're not even going to touch it, try it, nowhere near it because I'm not about to skip and mess up. gonna finish Horizon, and thank goodness we did, because that story is glorious. That is Gotti top 3, man, right now for me. Probably gonna be to the end of the year. If you haven't picked up Horizon, you were thinking about picking up Horizon,
Please do.
You were skeptical. Put all that shit aside. I'm gonna tell you right now, that game is good. Like gameplay, visuals. The story was written by the guy that did New Vegas. I'm not calls it Las Vegas all the time. New Vegas, like pretty goddamn amazing. What happened?
No, we good.
It's my. Oh, okay. I thought keep the chat. Man. It's smirking and shit. Somebody trying to not have the chat dry. But anyway, yeah, pick up the game, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so we beat it, and the story is great. Waiting for the next one or the DLC, whatever's coming out. And then we played Andromeda. Of course, I'm still playing that. Loving that. Character creation was, but we made it work. And then PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I am addicted to losing, apparently. But I'll get better.
Oh no, because Battlegrounds is glorious. Dude, talk about losing. I have not won a game of Battle Royale yet between H1Z1 and Battle Royale and Battlegrounds, and I love Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Like, love it. Absolutely love it.
There's some funny moments, dude. I can't tell you.
Oh, we got the fucking golden Kappa in the house.
Oh, shit.
We got the golden Kappa. Oh shit.
Golden Kappa.
Let's
Fam,
go.
let's get some hype in the chat for that
even
golden
the
Kappa.
cats
I'm
get
sorry.
hype. You hear that?
I'm sorry. Right? Like the cat's like, hey, fucking golden Kappa, yo, like what's up? But no, like that is lovely. But I'm sorry, continue. I just wanted to like I saw the golden Kappa and we had to talk about that.
Oh, that's all good. That's awesome. I was the same. Thanks, man. I'm just kidding. No, there's some funny moments that happen in there. You know, I've in the beginning of the thing, we got this thing that goes on in my channel. It just kind of happened to where in the beginning I land in high populated zones. I don't go out there and try to get into a trailer by myself. I go in there into the main event, and we got a sound in my channel called Benny Hills. That song.
Yeah.
And I go around just knocking people out with Superman punches. Kill them.
The jump punches.
Lovely.
Like I saw you playing that.
lovely.
Yeah, I just knock them out. I got like 5 kills doing that. And the funny thing is like one of them was Soda Kite, the streamer. I raided her after, didn't even know I killed her. And they were like, does that detect that punched you out? I was like, wait, what? There ain't nothing happened like that at East. What are you talking about? Oh, it was you. Yeah, but that, man, is the best. It's the best. Going around Superman punching. But there's some funny moments, man. I've seen people open doors, walk into shotguns. Like
I've done that before. I've done that. I've also been on the giving end of that before, and it was lovely. It's like, welcome to the room. Blow, you're welcome. You're fucking welcome.
What's so beautiful about this game is there's door destruction. So people like to sit at the door. I don't think you can see him because the gun tip is clipping through the door. You just blast that damn door open. Like, it's like a surprise. Did you think that was gonna help you? No. Like I say, yeah, I love the game, man. PlayerUnknown has just
killed it. Like I've had H1Z1 since it was an alpha, and this game is already, to me, more fun.
Yeah.
Than H1Z1, and that says
it's not
everything.
even really killed it. It was like, oh, H1Z1.
Oh, you talk about H1Z1.
There you go. You buying my game. Yeah, that's right. My game above League of Legends. Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, but no, it was a proud moment to see our boy and our lovely to see him, Sammy, the hardest working.
Sammy is a fucking beast, man.
I mean, the girl just didn't get no sleep. She
Sammy
moved from Korea to
beast.
handle her business. So if you don't know who Sammy Poopy Queen is, don't ask about the name. Don't go check her out.
In real life, Sammy, like South Korea is 12 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
Like, don't think I'm bullshitting. 10:26 in the morning. It's like it's either 9 or 10 in the morning over there. 9 or 10:26 a.m. in South Korea. So she left that to come to Seattle to be the community manager for Battlegrounds, and that game is just fucking amazing.
She still ain't stopped working. That woman would not sleep until she saw that thing up there, the #1 game on Twitch. She would not sleep, and I got so much respect for that woman.
She's
like
a beast.
Guys, if you're skeptical about the game, try the game out. Like, try it out, play it, whatever. I'm pretty sure this weekend a lot of us gonna be playing the hell out of it. Just watch it. Like, you may not be into third-person shooters or even like survival game type games, but that game will get you into it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like, all I want to do is get good. Like, that's all I want to do.
Dude, I got top 5. I got top 5 yesterday though.
Noise.
That felt good. I'm trying to go for the dinner.
that-
I want the dinner, but top 5 in that game is not easy to get to in the slightest.
Especially if you're not playing aggressively. Like, there's some people that sit there and camp a house all day and, they get top 5. But that's not the field,
I've
man.
camped the house a couple times, right? Like, in that match, I camped the house. I was like, all right, I got this house. Ain't nobody getting in this bitch because it's mine.
Yeah.
But nah, it's like, I got 5 and it got destroyed because I couldn't see where he was shooting me from. But I like the fact that I can't see where he was shooting me from. Like in H1, they give you like, I don't want to know the direction where I'm getting shot from. I want to be able to see around me to see the gunshots hitting the ground. Okay, cool. That gunshot hit there, that hit there. Where can I see from that the gunshot was coming from? That's why I like Battlegrounds, because that game is super tactical. You can hear, you literally get the cues in your ear. Like, all right, that's left side. Oh shit, where you at? That is what makes Battlegrounds.
You know what's funny? You see every H1Z1 player, when they in the car, they jump out and they die. That shit's hilarious. Oh God. Like, it's
thank you. Nunya put the most factual thing in chat that has ever happened. Player Unknown invented the battle royale genre.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
People
100%.
sleep on that. He created the battle royale mod for Arma and Arma 2 and Arma 3. He created for the Arma 2, and then Arma 3 came out, and he modified the mod to make it fit Arma 3. So that's where the battle royale game mode came from. And what's funny is that's actually one of the things that Lyric used to get to where he is right now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
still uses it to this day.
Right. So he created the battle royale genre that H1Z1 King of the Kill hired Player Unknown to work on. So think about, there's 4 real decent known battle royale games on Twitch right now. Arma's battle royale mod, H1Z1, Battlegrounds, and The Culling. He worked on 3 of them. He created one of them. Technically, he created one of them. He worked on the second one, and he built a team, or he found a team that works so that he could make the third one.
Don't sleep on them studios.
Right, Bluehost does not fuck around. Like,
so
people
dope.
put their feedback out all day, and they put in the feedback that people give toward the game. The good feedback. Let me clarify, the good
I ain't even
feedback.
look at it yet.
There's a bunch of shitty feedback. They don't pay attention to the shitty feedback. They pay attention to the feedback of the people who play the game and love the game and want it to grow.
One thing about this looks just like H1Z1. I'm done. That's when I
Anybody
stop.
and like anybody who says it looks like H1Z1 hasn't seen the game, at least in my opinion. But we've gotten 2 people down that we talked about what they play. Stuntman, what have you been playing lately, man?
Everything that you guys have said, none of that.
Nice. I like
None
it.
of that. Man, I'm still on the, and I don't even consider it the hype train because I actually enjoy it. I'm still playing Overwatch because I'm loving the.
That's not even a hype train, dude. That game is just good.
I'm loving the release of Orisa finally. Like, it was on the PTR for a long time, but now it's actually everyone has Orisa now. So seeing everyone kind of adopt the strategy. Still rocking with my Lucio as a Lucio. I'm moving towards a Lucio main. Yes, instead of a DPS main. So I'm frustrating a ton of people, especially with the buff that's coming from him. Been playing For Honor. Still playing For Honor because I feel like everybody who didn't really want to play it, who was only on the hype train, left now. So now it's only the people who actually are ranking up in it. So to actually see what the dual skills are like. What else am I playing right now? I know I was 2 other games. Oh, I took it back and I'm playing Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, the original Force Unleashed.
Okay.
That game is the shit.
Game. They should have a movie come out about Starkiller, man. Like, they hinted at it. But damn.
I'm running through that on my stream right now. So
I need to hit that game. I have never touched that one.
Yo, it's so fun.
I know.
So
On that one,
I know.
It was even part of the Thumble. What the hell are you doing?
Bro, I have it. It's just the issue of streaming it.
I have it.
There's 2 different things here. Having it and streaming it are 2 different things. Because since January, like my focus has been Mass Effect, which even though For Honor launched and we played a shitload of For Honor, every time that we stopped playing For Honor, we went back to Mass Effect. Even though Wildlands came out, we went back to Mass Effect. Even though Horizon came out, we went back to Mass Effect. Horizon got me a PS4 Pro because the community thought it was worthy to get me a PS4 Pro. But it's still there. Once we get done with Andromeda, we're going back to Horizon Zero Dawn. We're going back to Nier Automata. Like, don't trust and believe. I haven't forgotten about the games. It's just the issue of I wanted to make sure to get done with Mass Effect 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3 before Andromeda dropped.
In fact, in chat, don't get mad about it because I'm gonna tell you that right now we're living in heaven right now with these games.
Dude,
It's like that dude throwing
dude.
Problem to have.
we just waiting on it right
Dude.
now.
Salt Bay.
But
Yeah.
but once June hit, shit goes stale. So just be happy we got these games lined up.
Yeah, okay.
But you know what, dog? Real life, Battlegrounds came out of nowhere.
And nowhere.
They've been in beta forever, and then they were just like, "Yo, this is the last beta test. We're launching in a month," and then
Yeah.
that was
Early
it.
access.
It's just like early access, and somebody made a valid point in the chat. Like somebody who said, "Hey, look, I'm tired of early access because so many games put out early access that I don't want to buy any early access games anymore," which makes sense. But they've said multiple times on the Battlegrounds forum that they intend to be in early access for 6 months, and when they fully release, they intend to release with mod support, so you can go in and mod your own server for like Battlegrounds. Like that is sick. And considering how they've lived up to their word already, I'm prone to believe it. But also you have to get into the fact that this game was announced less than a year ago.
Right. And
9
please
months.
pay attention to the
9
fact
fucking
that
months.
H1Z1 was
Y'all.
nowhere near the production, even with their release that this game is right now. Neither was Armor. Like this game is, there's bugs in it, duh. But this game runs so goddamn smooth. Like, I mean, there's some optimization things you got to do here and there. I mean, you do it in every game like this. I mean, who plays with foliage on if you're trying to win a game? Let's be honest. Like, be honest. I mean, yeah, you want the game to look pretty, you might get shot 1,300 meters away. You don't know why. It's because you got the foliage on it. But it's a glorious game, man.
And
Like I'm very impressed.
Somebody brought that to PlayerUnknown online, and he was already like, "Hey, look, we're trying to make sure it's even across all PCUs, all CP specs, all PCUs or CPU specs." So he's trying to get it to the point where no matter how you set it in foliage, it's still fair to everybody.
That's the
that
thing.
is huge. That is huge.
He pays attention. You know why? Because he was a player of these type games. He just perfected it and gave it to people. Like, and that's the most beautiful
But
thing.
name a battle royale style game before Armor's battle royale mod though. It didn't
Nah.
fucking exist. He created the goddamn genre. He created the genre and is perfecting it. I am immensely.
I love his story. He said, "I thought it'd be fun." Like I was like, "What?" He just popped out.
He's One Punch Man. Like I'm a hero for fun.
Yeah, like you guys don't understand. PlayerUnknown is like he's like Stuntman a lot. He's so humble, man. He just does what he loves. Like he loves seeing people be happy. If you're not happy about something, he wants to hear about it. Like that team is man. If you guys find something that you don't like about the game, please speak up. Don't be one of those people that are gonna blast them on social media, blast them in Steam. That's what's so wrong with so many communities out there with games. Speak up and say something, but be intelligent.
Yep.
Don't be a dumbass about it.
Be constructive.
Probably, yeah, be constructive because they're looking for that. When you're developing in the game and stuff, you're staying up all these nights, you're leaving away your family and all that shit. Like, all you want to do is put this game out to make people happy. And when people are not happy, just like streaming, we're trying to fix it. But if we don't hear feedback, how do you expect us to fix it? Like,
Yep.
come on. Yep. Anyway, sorry, I get a little.
No, you straight. We all did that. So we all talked about what we've been playing. Because for those of you who haven't known, as far as what I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda. Obviously, because Mass Effect Andromeda. We've been leading up to this shit since January. Fucking Stuntman's been playing the Switch, Zelda. I'm jealous as fuck because I still haven't gotten the Switch. I need that shit in my life. I need the Switch. I need the Switch so goddamn bad. But,
I want it.
There's a cleavage. There's a cleavage you guys want.
I want it so bad. This is not the box that I thought it was.
Yo, I thought he drew a switch on the loot crate box. I was done. I was done at this moment.
Yeah, I would have been.
He goes to sleep with it at night, just like cuddling it.
Like I thought I had that. I thought that box was my loot crate that has my 3DS and my Vita. I have a loot crate box, the 3DS and the Vita.
Which 3DS do you have though? Like which version?
The Mario and Luigi joint.
Okay, all right.
Got that
It's not as nice as it could be. Like I wanted to get to that newer joint. See, you rubbing it in. I'm gonna ignore that. I wanted to get the newer one with like the thumb pad. See, you just show off the 3DS with the thumb pad. Like I'm not even on that level yet.
Mine is in the other.
I'm not even on that level yet.
Damn.
That's that Monster Hunter.
Damn. Just throwing the joints at us. Okay. He's not
I'm
bragging,
just gonna ignore it.
He's
not. But he's not a rapper.
Good.
He's not a rapper. But no, like beyond all that, Mass Effect Andromeda and the state of the game. What you got, Tech?
Oh man.
That response said everything. Like, oh shit, like,
All right.
how am I supposed to do
I'll
this?
be real from the beginning, 'cause I listen to all you guys, and everybody wants to call me a fanboy. I don't care, but I'm real with it though. Yes, the facial animations are a little odd, and they're odd because they try to do it with a different system. Okay, they tried to make the characters more immersive, and you can tell the effort is there. But who else is out there doing that shit? Nobody's taking that risk because of this. All right, but if anybody can do it, it's BioWare. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, my character look, there's some funny stuff. Like, I can't really, I don't want to spoil them. But anyway, there's a scene where
Appreciate that.
this when they're not supposed to, and I'm like, what the fuck? But to me, I appreciate it because she actually did it. Like, I appreciate that's in the game instead of it being like this. You know, I appreciate the fact that they're trying, and I enjoyed the hell out of the game. Like, the customization you could do is absolutely insane for your character. I'm not talking about creation, because I know you guys are gonna be like, you can't do much, but I'm talking about, like, when it comes to actually playing the game. There's so much customization. The story, if you don't like the story, it's because you're not reading into it. I'm sorry. I watched a lot of streamers that complained and said the story's just meh, it's not 1 through 3. That's because they don't force feed you the story. They make you search for it. And you can beat the game. Right, you can beat the game without getting into the deep stuff, but read all the data pads. Believe me, it's a little paragraph. Read the data pads, find out what the character, listen to what character says, go through all the options, listen to everything, and you're gonna step back and be like, whoa, because me in the chat, I read everything. I even put in the title, like, this is a unique experience. And when people come in, I was like, look, I got a different play style. I play different than everybody. I read everything. We 100%.
Dude, I'm the same way. Like, fuck what you heard. Like, if it's some shit that's coming up on screen, you will hear me say it.
And I might read it twice.
But that's great, because I picked that up from you guys. So before I was streaming, and I would just, because you used to, when you just play, you just read it in your head, and you're like, okay. But I'm like, oh, wait. The chat probably wants to hear what I'm reading.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I picked that up from you guys.
There's voiceovers in the game, and there's a lot of them, but some of the things don't read voice. But please believe me, Skyrim, I ain't reading no books. All right, there's too many damn books.
No, that's fair. Skyrim has literal, like, 3 fucking chapter books.
Right. But Mass Effect, yo, you need to read everything because there's so much hidden. Yep. And I picked it up for Mass Effect 3, right? Because I was reading before, but I was kind of like, I feel a little tired of reading it. But Mass Effect 3, that the way that story comes out, and I'm not spoiling it because I know there's people that haven't played it and crazy, but you can relate that to what's going on, like IRL and stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they play around with that just hits you. And the way people sit there and they think about, switching hands up, the way people sit there and
change it up every now and then.
You know, what's really going on in the story, and
what?
With theory crafting and asking, like, what happened to who and such, and you find out, like, there's so many, like, Easter eggs back to the old stories in Andromeda. Like, it's an experience, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's more than a video game. It's an interactive experience you just happen to have gameplay with. And that's a completely different style than Legend of Zelda, which you're going to have more fun playing because there's a lot more, like, you know, going out and playing, and the story is there.
Moment action,
Right, it's more action-based, but Mass Effect... We're changing. I got like 3 hats by me.
I'm wearing all the fucking hats. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I can talk about it for days, but at the end of the day, man, it's a glorious
You're gonna throw everybody off.
it's a glorious game, and take the time. Like, don't be a sheep and listen to every streamer or reviewer out there.
Can I get some hype in the chat for that, please?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Can we get some yups in the chat?
Copy for a week. Okay, they get it for a week and they beat it and they move on to the next game. That
before the game launches and they patch the shit that people have issues with.
Yeah, and you know what their thoughts on it? Beat it before another review company comes out with it, so they can be the first, so they can get hits on the website. That's all they're goddamn worried about. Because a true fan of the series don't just beat that shit in a week.
Nope.
Analyze it.
You do every fucking quest that you get your hands on. Because, dude, the galaxy map alone is so much fucking better in Andromeda. When you fucking select another planet and it just zooms in on the planet you're on. Because what if you forgot? Like, there's plenty of times that I don't even know which planet I was on based on the galaxy map. But they zoom in on it and they stop and then they just fucking zoom out and they just fucking fly to that next planet and then they just zoom in on it and then they pull out by sec and then just go back and it's like, all right, you scan it. Oh.
Did you back out of the map, though, on your ship? And saw that the planet that you were in front of was still outside your damn ship?
I never actually did that.
I didn't. I didn't.
See, this is the level of stuff that
didn't.
I do when I look at games. I pay attention to details, being an artist and all. Like when I backed out and everything that was right there on that map visually that was in first person was there in front of my ship, I had to pause for a minute. Be like the level design, and everybody was like, some people were like, man, it's gonna get old, man. You're gonna be probing shit and flying, and I'm like, well, we're gonna fly every damn time because I'm fully immersed in this, you know, like it's real. But anyway, I can talk days about it. It's a good game, and I'm only, god dang, I'm way in the beginning. I've already spent hours upon hours in the game because
For sure.
I was trying to figure out mysteries. It is 100% worth it. Take the time and enjoy the game. Don't worry about what everyone else is saying. Experience for yourself. Or if you don't, watch one of us because we're gonna enjoy the hell out of it.
Oh, guaranteed.
Sure.
And
That
we're
game is-
transparent. Believe me, if I saw something funky, I'd be like, that was funky as hell.
I see a lot of funky shit happen, like texture popping, like when you talk, like conversations between people, like the camera changes from one to another and it's still loading textures. Like
Now,
the
for
props
me, I
are
think
there, but they're not enough, at least for me, to be like, oh, this game's trash, this game's garbage. Like you, Tech and DeejayKnight, I'm fucking enjoying the hell out of it.
It's a
one
masterpiece.
of the things that I like doing is like, for instance, when I was on the Nexus and I talked to some lady who wanted me to do some shit, like, you know how when you select a person, you start talking to them, the camera kind of like zooms in behind you and then like stops to where you're the focus on the left-hand side of the screen, but they're there on the right. She was off the goddamn screen. Like, it was like, where the fuck is the lady that I'm talking to? I don't see shit but open air and machines behind where she's supposed to be. Where the fuck did she go? So like, we were making jokes about that shit the whole time, but that's how it's supposed to work. Like, that's something that they need to get in on their fucking patches, and then they'll fix because people brings it to their attention. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is fuckery. Fix it.
Dude,
But
NPCs are dumb as shit. You tell them to get in cover, they stand on top of it. I mean, there's things I can complain about. Like, damn, I call him Isaiah because he looked just one of my mods. Liam, you don't go up to the damn robot, then throw the grenade. You don't do that.
Nah. Cora gotta go. Cora gotta go. Like, sit your ass down.
She just jumps in there.
No, I'm just never taking Cora on a mission again because the Torian lady seems like she got some sense. Like, talking to her in conversation, Cora's just like, oh shit, you're a monster that I ain't never seen before. Let me give you a goddamn kiss. It's like, why are you trying to kiss a motherfucker that's trying to kill you?
Woman.
Right?
Damn.
She'll just, like, but now mind you, I had a Vanguard in Mass Effect 3. I didn't use my charge hardly ever because my health was always shit. Like, I would get tattered. I would get turned into tatters if I charged into most situations. Cora don't give a fuck. Cora's just like, I'm in your face. What up, son? Let's get this. It's like, bitch,
She's like, you see the
sit
haircut?
your
The
ass
haircut
down.
I get zero fluffs. I mean, like, I'm just like, damn.
Well, the thing is, if they retain what they have, it was the Vanguard, right? Where if you did that, you would get your shield back.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Cora don't. She dies. She goes in there and she dies.
She
She like, what up, bitches? Dead. Like, that's it. What up, bitches? I'm here to party.
You'll be walking past shit.
I'm like, yeah, that's what's
Yeah, you walking past shit, environmental dangers and shit. She's like, we can't stand in that pool of water, but I'm totally standing in this bitch first. That's
But
how-
no,
and then she just
but
dies.
at the same time,
I'm a huntress.
what I feel like is that a lot of people sleep on the fact that a lot of people made the point in the chat that, like, this is the BioWare B team. This is a BioWare team that's never made a full game. For them to have taken the reins and done what they've done with Andromeda so far, from what I've played, is impressive.
Pleased.
I'm highly fucking impressed.
Just wait till they get together and do something after they
Right.
go through this
Like,
stage,
even if
because-
they swap a handful of people from the B team and the A team for the next game, we win.
Right.
But the thing I get with it is that it's a whole new universe for Mass Effect. I played through 1 through 3, so all this shit is fresh in my head. But the only thing I have issue with is the light bugs, because since when has Mass Effect had the best facial animation?
Dude, my Shepard looked like this half my damn time playing.
Yo, I did see it too.
Like, he was just straight up like we were in cover, right? You know that mission when you're in cover, you talking to Tali, and she's like, oh, we gotta make our move now. You just sit there, you just like, and they zoom in on him. Yeah, I'm about to make something happen. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You just see Chopper's like, where's his lip?
Right.
Where's his lip?
Right. So,
Like, it happened. But
that's the point. Bugs happen.
We've been
If
spoiled.
you have a game as massive as Mass Effect, like, they went from, like, think about it. Mass Effect 1 was open world, damn near like once you got onto a planet, you had the Mako. You can go where the fuck you want to go.
Yeah, up all kinds
You
of
got to
mountains.
right. You got Mass Effect 2. There was no fucking Mako. You got to a planet. You were on a map where you walked around that was very linear. You got to
Linear,
Mass
yeah.
Effect 3, and it was more linear.
Mm-hmm.
So Mass Effect 3 was super fucking linear. Now, when you get to Andromeda, it's like a. Hey,
It's a
look,
whole
here's
new world.
a couple square kilometers of bullshit. Just go search and see what you want to do.
You
Right?
want to mine
Right.
power.
Right.
You want a
Like-
badass vehicle? There you go.
Right.
damn.
Like, here, take this new fucking
Oh.
6-wheel vehicle and go do some work.
And you can customize the vehicle. Let me back it up. Like you can change
All
the
of it.
color.
You can customize all of it. But that's
and
the
there's
point.
rare shit about it.
But that's the point, right? We're getting to the point where when you go into a mission, you can select a primary, secondary weapon, and a goddamn melee weapon. You can pick an Asari fucking sword.
Sword, bro.
What?
Oh,
I
didn't get
I
there
haven't
yet.
made it yet. I haven't made it yet,
Gauntlet.
but I need that bitch in my life. I got the fucking remnant.
definitely get
Like,
that.
there's a remnant gauntlet you can get that does electrical damage to a bitch. I haven't been able to use it yet, but I'm goddamn dying to see what it does because it's a fucking remnant gauntlet that does electric damage. So, while it may not be
Bro,
Mass
do you
Effect
know you
3,
can make a ninja build in the damn game. I'm just
I
saying.
know, but dude, I'm using an infiltrator right now. My shit goes invisible whenever I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm
it, and
using the Explorer.
I throw sticky grenades on a bitch.
Yeah,
I
it's
will go
nice.
see, and y'all thought I was tripping with the hat changes. Look at the way Stuntman is changing hats on the sneak
Just
right
changing
now.
hats, man.
But now,
yes,
like-
letters.
But that's the point. Like, there's so much you can do in this game to customize it to your way that it's mind-boggling to me to see so many places. Like, hey, if you want to get into Mass Effect, this is not the game to do it. It's like.
Nah,
Like
bro.
what?
Can you
really
fucking
is.
have you played the game that I played? Like, I'm having a fucking blast playing this shit.
Actually, you could do it backwards. You could play Andromeda first and then go back and play the Mass Effects and be like, oh, the whole damn time it'd be mind blown. Like,
Right.
it's
It's
I'm
magical.
just sorry.
It's
I'm
fucking
hoping-
magical.
I'm hoping for another trilogy. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
All those
For,
people
without a
there-
question.
I will tell you right now, all of you talking shit about the game will be the first ones in line complaining about not getting the goddamn game because that's how it is. Like,
You know what's funny is that they sleep on that. Like
Yeah.
mind you, actually, I can't say that that's a fact because there's plenty of people that just diarrhea shit on a game. But no, we all know how showbiz works, right? All news is good news.
yeah.
They talking about it, which means they talking about it, which means people hearing about it. And there's plenty of people like me.
Free
I give
advertising.
I give negative 9,762 fucks about what a website says about Andromeda. I was gonna play Andromeda any goddamn way. So
Under 9,000.
right. So there's plenty of people like me out there that don't give a fuck about the nonsense that they're talking about. Like Andromeda's trash. It's like people come in the stream like, hey man, how are you enjoying Andromeda? It's like I'm digging the fuck out of it. I'm having a blast. Now
A lot of haters watch us though, but if they see you having a blast, yo, I've had so many naysayers pick the game up, and they try to be secret about that shit. And I ain't called them out. I was like, "Why you quiet? How you liking that Explorer?" Because excuse me, how am I liking the Explorer class? Oh,
How
but
you
the
know?
funny thing is, that's the thing though, right? Like the reviewers, you don't get to have that connection with. That's why streamers are so important. That's why so many people are investing in us, because you get to see us live react to a game. And my face don't lie. I make all kinds. I might as well be in Andromeda how animated this damn face is, because I will tell you straight up if I don't get it. Like, I was humping the shit out of some cover, and I wasn't in cover, but I couldn't get out because I was too busy humping the shit out the cover, and people were shooting me, and I couldn't even die. Like, the moment I want to die on Insanity, they wouldn't let me die. So I'm in a bug. What did I complain to how? I laughed at it because I was like, man, I'm having fun. Like, Liam, bring something over here. Throw that grenade on me, please. Like, just do something, man.
Throw that grenade on.
But nah, man, like on all serious, like people see you having fun, even if they are sheep and they say, oh, this game sucks, blah, blah, blah. And they go buy it and they're like, I was wrong.
Yep.
This is all
There's
about.
plenty of people that do that. Plenty of
shit
people that
ton.
do that.
Yeah.
It's glorious when it happens too, because it's like, all right, cool. So you thought and that's the thing. I posted a tweet the other day that was I had the Meryl Streep fucking meme, and I put people. I heard this game is trash, so it's trash. Me, but have you played it yet though? Like, that's such a huge fucking part. That's a huge fucking part of everything. Like, if you ain't fucking played it, how are you talking about how it's shit?
Sheep.
Like, shut up. Like,
You got
go
hurt
to
it.
fucking Redbox, rent that bitch, and try it for yourself. If you dig it, maybe the motherfuckers was wrong.
Right.
maybe somebody else's opinion ain't as important as yours. A little evil. Maybe a motherfucker needs to check themselves, checks their ego before they start shitting on the game, because
people told me last year, don't touch Mass Effect 3. I was like, excuse me?
Man, shit. I love Mass Effect 3. I thought the ending was awesome.
In the apartment, I was done.
Dude, I thought the ending was great.
I adored the game, but I did not like the ending.
Now, mind you, I ended up paying attention to the chat more than I should have, because I was on the way to go to make the decision I wanted to make, and then somebody was in the chat was like, "Hey, why don't you do this?" And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I wonder if they let me do this, and I did that, and it was like,
I know what you did if you
so be it. It was like, what the fuck?
You was savage at the end.
And then some shit happened, and it was like, that savage as fuck. Fuck you. So then I was like, fuck this. I'm going back, and I replayed that last half hour because fuck that. I wanted the option that I wanted to go for.
I know what they made him do, dude.
So I went back and I did the option that I wanted to do. Like, dude, you spent 3 games trying to destroy the Reapers. You mean to tell me you can give me 3 other fucking options other than destroying the Reapers? Bruh, I've been in this bitch for 20 hours minimum every fucking game to finish the Reapers. I'm not gonna be like, I was 50 hours in the Mass Effect 3, fam. 40 hours in the Mass Effect 2, probably 30 to 40 hours in Mass Effect 1. Motherfuckers, I've been focused on destroying the Reapers for 150 goddamn hours. I'm wrecking those motherfuckers. Fuck you, they're dying. So then I went and killed them motherfuckers, and I got the ending I was satisfied with. So it's like, cool, let's get to Andromeda. So, but it's like, people are like, hey man, you should never touch it. And it's like, I had a goddamn blast in Mass Effect 3. Leviathan, bruh, Leviathan made the entire game.
I tripped on that, man.
Leviathan made the entire game. They gave you all the details that you ever wanted to know, how the entire series started. Like, it was just
I
like,
paused for 15 minutes
I
and
just
people
was like,
thought I was frozen. Like, I was just like,
word, that's how that worked. And it's like, it was glorious. It was fucking
you gonna do me like
fantastic.
that, Bio? You gonna really blow my goddamn mind right now? I mean, can I get some of it back? I already punched a reporter.
Bruh, the Leviathan DLC alone made up anything, regardless to anything, regardless of whatever people were saying about Mass Effect 3. Leviathan made that shit worth it.
Yo, don't even. Okay. Oh, you must be talking about DJ. Well, God,
they talking about me. They talking about me. Like, and it was what hurts is that my chat is nonstop. Like, hey, you killed Morton, and then Vendate is like, hey, you killed Zaid. Zaid is thick, and I'm like, bro, the Zaid is a grown ass man. Like, I don't give a fuck if Zaid was thick. I didn't want any parts. Like,
only person I got rid of was Caden because that dude had to go. He was boring the shit out of me, man.
Now, when I played Mass Effect 2, Morton and Zaid were killed.
Ouch.
And then half my crew got taken out. So like, I went to Mass Effect 3 with a lot of missing people.
Damn.
But they're like, DJ, see, look at this bullshit. DJ murdered them all.
Wow.
He's a killer. He's a killer.
You see this fuckery I gotta deal with? You see this fuckery?
That's crazy.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. It saved you for a lot of heartache. That's all I gotta say. Yo, Stuntman, have you ever played Mass Effect series? Any of them?
So I played some of I played some of 2. Actually, did I beat 2? Actually, I finished 2 because it was when I was in sequester for the show. One of the PAs snuck me in an Xbox. He brought me an Xbox, and I was playing Mass Effect 2. So I do want to go back, but the problem is I'm so close to it now that I got to get away from it because I watch you guys stream it, and I'm seeing everybody stream it now. And then I played it when I was over at PAX, so I'm like, yo, okay, I don't want to play it myself now because it's too fresh. I'm like, oh, I remember this from when I was watching them stream it. So
right. Let it marinate for a bit.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Fair.
I'll let everybody finish it when everybody's done and they're not playing it. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. And then that's when I'll pick it up and I'll go through it. I can fully enjoy it then instead of being like, wait, am I at the part where? Okay, because I don't like. I mean, just like y'all, I like playing blind, so I don't want to have the. I don't want to have.
You know what? Do it on stream because it's the best experience ever. Because
for sure,
to be honest with you, like the chat. They will troll the shit out of you, but boy, do they love seeing your decisions, man. Like, they messed with me because I respect women so damn much. They were like, yo, Frank, just tell her it's over because she is just bullshit. She's gonna lie about it. Just tell her it's over. Don't even start the conversation. Just move on. We gotta talk to Anderson. I was like, all right, I gotta talk to Anderson. So I'm like, yo, I'm tired of your shit. He walked up and decked that woman. I just looked at the chat like, you motherfucker. I saved scum the hell out of it. I was ain't hitting no women. In 2, I knocked the shit out of her.
Cold as ice.
That's right.
Cold as ice.
Didn't even saw her. I was like, nope,
Didn't even
I
think
saw
about
you
it.
lied. Pow. Like, look, we saved somebody again. Let's do this again. Pow. I was like, yep. Yeah. But
All
anyway,
right. So
He said that booty.
So we talked about Mass Effect Andromeda, and obviously our consensus is that the game is a shit. If you heard nonsense about Mass Effect Andromeda, the key word there is that you've heard nonsense about Mass Effect Andromeda. If you like Mass Effect, just go fucking play it.
play it. You're gonna appreciate
No
the shit
excuses.
Out of
If you played the previous series, what's awesome is that like little stuff like the genophage
Yep.
that plays a part in this game, and you hear it in the conversation like however you finish Mass Effect 3, however you completed Mass Effect 3, it is affected in this gameplay. And it's like there's so many things that I hear like people talking about. Like I was talking to a Krogan lady and I was like, well, if you want me to enlighten you, please let them give me the option to enlighten you. But Ryder don't know shit about what I know.
This is 600 years
So
later.
I don't get the option because they left before some of the shit that we've talked about ever got completed. So like
So they don't know.
Their entire existence is affected by the thing that we already know how it ended out.
Right.
And
Let me
they're
ask you a
like
question.
they're 600 years past the completion of it.
Did you see what was in Daddy's room, and did you freak out when you heard it? You know
Oh,
what I'm
about
talking
about the good doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Just hearing about the logs from the doctor, that was fucking amazing. I was like, are you fucking for reals?
Yeah, for right there on, I was done with like just I threw out every thought of anybody saying anything negative about the game, and because the way everyone made it seem, because I didn't see nothing on Andromeda, is
Yeah.
that yo 1, 2, 3 has nothing to do with the story. You're wasting your time. Shit that, because that wouldn't have meant shit to me if I didn't play the games, and I was literally sitting there like, she's back. And then now she's not, because she ain't coming. Goddamn. You know, so I was like feeling the feels, man. I was happy.
Fam, we
So-
didn't give any spoilers. We didn't actually
Yeah,
talk
we ain't
about
giving
anything
no
specific.
spoilers.
But nah, man, it's like the game is great. I would tell you to go play it. Don't fucking believe somebody else's words. Go fucking play it.
Except
But-
ours.
Right, like we're telling you to go play the game. I mean, where's the negativity there? Worst case scenario, you go
Try
to a
something,
red
get
box
your own
and
thoughts on
right,
it.
you
If
spend
you
you
don't
go
like
to
it, cool.
find a red box at a Walmart near you. Spend $4, rent the game. Problem solved. You already know what's up. So there's no excuses. But upcoming releases, man, like we can ignore upcoming releases because the biggest upcoming release to me, there's like 2 of them.
Okay, let me hear what you got, Sick. I got one.
Persona 5, Ukulele.
People gonna sleep on ukulele, but
People
I'm not.
gonna sleep hard on ukulele,
I'm not.
but they don't know it's the
I'm ready.
Banjo-Kazooie predecessor. It's like the successor to Banjo-Kazooie, right? But then we also have a sleeper hit. I guarantee you, it's going to destroy shit. Stardew Valley Collector's Edition. That shit is going
Oh,
to
I
do
got something. I
numbers.
got something harder hitting than
That
that.
shit is going to do numbers. What up?
The sequel to Shadow of Mordor.
Is that in? But are we talking about like in April right now? Like I'm talking about first quarter, like March and April.
Oh,
Like
no,
that's like late this year.
no, that's in. Is that in April or July? It's one
If
of
you're
the two.
talking March, April, then don't forget, don't sleep on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh, I'm ready for that.
But I don't have a Switch. I don't have a
But it's
Switch,
still
Hollywood.
upcoming. Don't slip on Mario
But
Kart 8
I have to sleep on Mario Kart 8 because I don't have a Switch, Hollywood.
Hollywood, you gotta enlighten the chat. What is
You
gonna be-
motherfuckers see Tech like slowly and gently caressing a fucking Switch right now.
What is different
I'm
about?
sorry. I turned her on.
You know what? You ain't even here right now. Tech's not even here right now. Tech's not on the podcast anymore. Tech's not visible. I'll allow Stuntman to show his Switch because Stuntman works for Nintendo. Tech's face is no longer visible. Fuck that fuckery.
Damn,
What's up?
the savagery.
Y'all thought I was.
sorry.
Didn't you know I was a savage? Didn't they tell you I was a savage? Like,
It's better,
Like
yo.
a
She's
wild
better
horse
in the
with
dark
carriage.
anyway. She just lights my day up every day. I turn her on.
didn't y'all know I was a savage?
Wait, you can still hear it. So I'm gonna let you hear this noise. when I click on-
Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Don't do it.
Hollywood!
Please don't do it.
Give us the info.
Guess who's
Yo,
muted?
so
Guess who's
the
muted?
The hottest stuff about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you got to remember that you got new characters. So for all the Splatoon people out there, they added Inkling Boy, Inkling Girl. They're drivable characters now. You got King Boo. You got new game mode. So it's not even just, oh, hey, like we're doing the same races. We change. they got brand like Renegade Roundup. They brought back Coin Runners. They let's see, Renegade Roundup, Coin Runners, Shine Thief. Like they got stuff that, I mean, it's gonna make Mario Kart 8. I mean, it's always been a party game. It's always been competitive, but now it's gonna take it to another level. Like easily sitting in the crib and I can see Shine Thief going down in the living room right now, and it being as hype as like me on stage, because it's that hype. Like I was having people do it in comps for and I was putting hard comms on, and yo, the hard comms is like, yo, you like, oh, it's sweet. No, the red turtle shells is coming for you, bro. Like they coming savage. So that plus you got to remember that like it ain't April, but like real close, real near after, you got Splatoon 2 dropping too though.
Yo, I'm so ready for some Splatoon.
I'm not. You will be ready because you just got done caressing a Switch on stream. Obviously, you be ready for it.
But tomorrow though, I'm just saying, everybody would have switched that global test fire for Splatoon 2 though. I'm just saying.
Isn't that today too?
Yeah, it was up for a little while today,
Okay.
but I don't think everybody got on today. But tomorrow should be popping. So.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm just blown away by if we can do like Mario Kart on the plane.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yo,
Just saying.
It's so funny that we talking about this too, because we were talking about this during other podcasts. We were kind of trying to figure out what the Switch was gonna be, if it was gonna be a hybrid or not. We were having these conversations, man. So we've been ready for this.
Tech, did you get a pro controller? Tell me you got a pro controller. The man went to look for it. Okay. All right. Just
The damn.
I'm sorry, were you looking for tech? No tech exists in the stream.
Got a technical difficulty.
That fuckery,
Bro.
man. I'm so fucking salty about y'all having Switches and I ain't gonna be able to get one
The
yet.
Pro Controller
I
feels,
don't have one yet either.
it feels so good too, man. They constructed.
Oh,
It was like they constructed another Xbox controller. Yo, get off of it.
bro, it feels great.
It
Bro.
feels so
Like,
good. Like
It feels great.
the joysticks, I guess you can call them. They're so smooth, man. So smooth.
Yeah,
Just listen to this. You can't even hear it because it's just.
Yo, it's solid. Like
I like
it's
it.
So solid.
It is built really well too. It's not like overly plasticky or nothing like that. Like I really like this, and it's a good weight. And the fact that they made it chargeable and wireless,
Mm-hmm.
dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you know how many hours you got almost 60 hours you can run on that? Like,
Wait, what? 60?
yeah, 60, 60.
With what?
Wow. I've been charging this shit every night.
With the
'cause
Pro
I ain't-
Controller?
On a full charge, it'll run 60 hours.
God, dog.
Like of hardcore, like fucking let me get it in type gameplay?
I mean, with the Pro Controller, you got 60 hours.
That's insane, man. It's a
Like,
damn.
and I
Damn
mean, you guys know I play Xbox too, and even on my Elite controller, I think I got 20. I think I get 20 on my Elite controller. But yeah, on the Switch Pro, you get 60 hours.
PS4 is less.
Insane. Insane.
So I mean, for what it is, and then you feel the weight difference. I mean, it's so light, but it's a good weight though. So,
Yeah, it's a good. I don't get tired. And you know what? It doesn't make my hands tired too. Like the Xbox controller, it really hurts my knuckles after a while, like long gameplay. But this one, it's just the way it sits. I think it has something to do with I guess you call them the legs or whatever. The way it fits right in the palm of your hand. It's not like I don't have to grip it tight to hold the controller. I can just be relaxed. And it's really smart design, man. I dig it. And the way the triggers, the way they position them is really good. It's not like you pushing in, but yeah, very unique, very awesome design. A lot of people say it mimics the Xbox controller. Until you hold it, you're gonna make a completely different thought on it.
I've held one, so I can't really talk. Like what I can say is it's not like a mimic of the Xbox controller. And somebody made a point in the chat, like who created analog controllers in the first fucking place? And then we think back to the N64 with the one single GoldenEye thumbstick. Like,
And look how awkward that shit looked, but it was comfortable, and boy, was a 64.
It really was. It really was. It was. If you try to hold one now as a grown ass
Mario
man,
Kart,
it's a problem.
Get out of here.
It's a problem as a
I was
grown ass man. But as a teenager though, that shit was flames.
Oh, yeah.
But as a grown ass man, like ain't no way I'm holding the N64 controller comfortably. I got big ass hands. But nah, man. All right, so PAX these reflections. What we got? Oni, what you got? How was your PAX
Man.
East? What you got to think? If you think back on PAX East, what's the first things that come to mind? What you got?
Exhausting. I was. It's really interesting
for
too.
0.5
Like,
seconds, dude.
bro, like the entire duration of that convention, I was there. I was just talking to as many people as I possibly could. I saw DJ. I saw Knight everywhere. I saw him all over the place. Like,
Dude,
every
I
time
was running around. I go to conventions as a crazy person. If you see me in more than one, if you see me at one place, the chances of you seeing me in that same exact place again in that entire con are minimal, unless it's like the Twitch booth, or like somewhere where I can go to put my to sit my ass down or like to rest my feet. You will not catch me at the same place, unless you just are in the same mindset as I am about. Let me go hit up this place right now.
It's funny. That's like literally exactly what happened. The last time I went to PAX East, I went as kind of like 2 times ago. I went kind of as like media press. So I had a camera. I was like interviewing people. I was talking to this person. I was making this connection. That. Last year I did something kind of similar, but kind of not. This year I just kind of went all in as just like making connections with people, talking to people, and just like basically just like making friends with whoever's out there. Like I even had a couple people who've been watching this cast who'd be like, "Yo, you're fucking Black Oni." I'm like, "Hi, what's up?" And they were just like, "Yo, like I love you guys on Chocolate Thunder." I was like, "That's what's up. That's really cool that there's people." I don't know if that would have happened last year, not only because of Chocolate Thunder, but also because like I was like doing more interviewy shit. Like this time it's kind of like more in the weeds and talking to more people. So,
Right.
That's what it's all about, man.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to experience and see so many people. I didn't get to play as much though, so that's the kind of thing that sucks. I wanted to play a little bit more than I did, and I wanted to hit up Hollywood beforehand to check out some Nintendo stuff, but we hadn't made that connection yet. So, it was a great.
You good now? Though. You good?
I mean, What about you, Hollywood? Though, what was it like for you?
Man, stressful. No,
like
Busy, that's for damn sure.
yo. So obviously, like, with me, it's all work all day. So I got to be hyped from, Granted, it's not like I gotta get up early, but I gotta be hyped from like noon till like 6, and that's like I'm going hard in the paint like that whole time. And then after that, then I'm trying to shake hands and kiss babies. So
He's for real though. I saw the pictures. I mean,
so it's like
He was kissing, but it wasn't babies though.
You crazy.
no, you can call them babies though.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Y'all
He was kissing dimes like all day. Like,
wanna
hey,
see
what
my
up,
Jordan?
girl?
Oh,
What up,
Said,
girl?
y'all crazy. Y'all so crazy.
switch real quick.
You want to see my stunts? You want to see my jeans?
DJ trying to make
I
us
don't know
rock.
why Mario Kart is deluxe.
My phone gonna ring right now. My girlfriend gonna be like, "What?
Let's
What's going
switch
on?"
out these
Like,
shows,
Whoa,
man.
like,
whoa,
they lied.
whoa.
They lied.
I didn't know you had a girlfriend. And if she can handle you, I don't even know. I'm sorry, ma'am. Next time we'll have you on the show.
It's all good. Like, she'll show call and be like,
See what had happened was I had been watching you on broadcast, right? And they was talking about some things.
I'm like,
Your camera kept freezing. That was me staring at it.
right. But yeah, man, just it's hosting.
Let me smash. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to make this.
Let me smash,
Hit the
please.
Smash Bros reference.
Hey, cosplayer, let me smash.
Then at night, going around trying to make those connects. I mean, I really appreciate DJ. Said Knight took me around at the where were we at? The
Twitch party, yeah.
We're at the Twitch party, and he introduced me to more people than God. Like he was just like, "Hey, let me." And I mean, it's something so small, but it meant a lot to me that he took the time out of his day because he could have easily just been chilling. And I mean, he already knows everybody, but just to be like, "Hey, I know you don't know everybody. Let me introduce you."
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
bro,
what we
it's
do, man.
but that's how we've been from day one. Like if you trying to meet people and I know somebody that you could know, well, fuck it, let me introduce you. And it's like it was funny because like you introduced me to your man from Elgato, and to see his video talking about the fucking Elgato Stream Deck was just like serendipitous. It's like, all right, I met this dude. That's what's up. He probably don't remember me from fucking Tom. But I don't give a shit. It's like, I've talked to him at a Twitch party. Okay, cool. I know this dude. I remember him. I'm going to follow him right now because I meant to follow him then. So it's like, same thing like you were talking about earlier. Like, if you got a connect that you can make with somebody, you make it. That's how you look out for your fam. Like, that's why my stream is the way it is. Anytime I get any type of tips or cheer or anything, anytime somebody supports me, that's supporting the fam. That's everybody here is a part of that. So why would I not give that love back and help everybody else out? So even if just by getting me on stage to play Mario Kart, I would have never played Mario Kart no other day. I would have never played 1-2 Switch no other way, because I'm not going out to a Best Buy right now to try to see if they got 1-2 Switch on display. So you were like, hey, they good. So of course, like the least I could do is like, hey, this dude is good people. Yeah. You should know him.
But
why would I not do that?
Though.
Like that's standard. That's standard.
Anytime I get something, I'm like, yo, Knight, gotta talk to you about something. I feel like it's gotten to a point now I ain't gotta say it. Like DJ will see me talking to somebody, they say, you know, he'll come up.
What's good, Playboy? What we on, Playboy? Hug it up, hug it up.
I'm just like this. I'm like,
just come up from the bottom, like.
Yeah, man. I'm like, but that's what it's all about. Like,
it's like a smooth, like.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, hey.
What we talking about?
I'm down here.
Say it.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like a smoother, like.
Yeah, man.
Say, I see y'all got them DX Racers chairs though.
Right? That's exactly what I did.
What's good with that though? Like, what's good with that though?
Yo, don't forget about the little people, man.
What that back do?
This climate is me. It's dry down here. But on the real though, like,
bro, I thought it would be moist down there.
I thought.
Jesus. All right, so I was trying to avoid it. So I was trying to cancel it first, but he kind of just hit me up with it. He was like,
glorious. Glorious.
Now when you catch me off the
glorious. Glorious.
Though, like, no, the fact that you took time to like, because I was bringing people to you, like bringing like real quality people that needs to know you, and you need to get to know with them and what we can do for each other. But the coolest thing about it is that you took the time to like set something up, because our times kept clashing. Like,
yeah,
you were on stage.
It's a problem when you run around like we are.
Right. Like I saw him on the stage packing a book bag, and I was like, I'm gonna talk to my mans. And Loco was like, no, you're not. Get your ass back here. Let him work. And I was like, okay. But like, so I hit him up. I was like, yo, man, you were busy. He's like, when you gonna come by? I was like, when you got time? He's like, I'm gonna go eat and I'll come back. But he set time aside, text me, and we were texting back and forth, and we still got to meet. Yeah, I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to, but hell, we got to meet. And the fact that you took the time to do that, dude, that goes far. So anything I can do to help you, that's why I say you already know. Call on me. Like, you text me any time of the day. If I can do something, let me know, because there needs to be more of that going around, and that's where a lot of people are missing. Like at these
people sleep on looking out for your fam. Right. People sleep so hard on looking out for people that look out for you.
Each other to get people's attention is not about that.
We all broadcasters. Minimum, we should be appreciating the fact that we all do the same thing. And
exactly,
like, mind you, some people will be like, "Oh, well, they playing the same game as I am. They competition." When I was starting streaming, that's how I thought. Until I got to World of Warships, when they flew me and like 9 other people out to the first TwitchCon, and they were like, "Hey, look. These are the top broadcasters of World of Warships. These are the people that we respect that are streaming our game." And it's like, I didn't want to stream that game anymore because I felt like I was up against my homies. If that makes any sense. It's like, I feel like I'm battling for viewership with my buddies. Like, I don't want to do that. So I started to kind of smooth out. And then I found my niche on Twitch. I found my space and sci-fi community that just felt right to me. And it was like, well, this is where I'm at. So I don't have to worry about streaming that game anymore. But it's the principle of it. It's like, even streaming space and sci-fi, if I go play Elite, I'm playing against somebody I know probably. If I go play Star Citizen, it's a bunch of people that I know in the Star Citizen community that are likely going to be on when I'm on. But it's like, I don't want to interfere with their broadcast, but that doesn't change the fact that we're both hyped about the same game. That's what it comes down to. If you and your fam are hyped about the same shit.
Right, it's better for the company at the end of the day, because like I even talked to a lot of Star Citizen, like people that make the devs, make the game, and some bigger people, and one thing they told me was like, we love the fact that the same people are enjoying and promoting our stuff, but it's not the same feeling when you have multiple groups doing it. Like, they want multiple people doing it, and the fact that the Star Citizen community welcomes other people in and help you and boost it, like, that's what I like to see. Same thing with Brawlhalla, right? Like, when I was doing Brawlhalla, I had some people come in and straight up hate.
You got me water and room?
You know, they were just like, why you got more viewers than the pro players and this, that, and the other? And I'm like, look, I'm bringing attention to your game. So
pause. Can we get some love for just
thank
love
you very much.
just right there?
Bro, Epic is
Just bring it snacks and water.
Bro, she brought me water and rum. Like,
bro, we do
both
this
ends of the spectrum. Like,
every cast. Every cast we talk about how epic is. I'm just saying.
thank you.
I was like, I gotta move in with my girlfriend, or either have her move with me, so I can just have a hand flying on the side and be like, here.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Cupcake.
She dropped the sign in. She dropped the sign in.
And
She is the best. Yeah, she is the best. And
we love
I
you.
just so happen to be matching my hat right now with my my drink
I see
tumbler.
what you did there.
I got one of them too.
There you go.
I got one of them.
I made sure you got one of them.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yo, that drink was flame though.
It
That
was
drink
like,
so
bro, real
flame.
life. We were at the Twitch. We went to the Twitch party. I wanted to take him down and introduce him to people and to see like if they had some goodies, cause they had the scarves, and they had the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds glasses. You're not going nowhere. Come here. Give me that.
Come here, girl.
Give me that.
Come here, girl.
Hands about to get just
What up,
destroyed by lips.
That's it.
LL Cool J.
Thank you. Something like a
lips.
phenomenon. But no, man, like your man's at the bar made us. I was like one of my things that if I go to a bar, I want to ask the bartender like, hey, can you give me your favorite drink? A lot of people sleep on that tactic, but for me, it's a great tactic because it's like they will make you their favorite drink, and their favorite drink tends to have more liquor in it than the average drink they make you. So they make you a bomb ass drink. And it's fucking glorious. And he did exactly that. I was like, hey man, look, what kind of drink can you make using these drinks, using these like things that are on this menu that's not on the menu? That's your favorite. And he was like, hey, I got you. And when I say he threw down and put out a drink that I have never had in my life, I'm not bullshitting. That is the bar. That is what you see in that image is both my and Stuntman's drinks. And if I was to zoom in closer, you see like it's tiered. It's almost like
there's levels of color.
It's levels of color. It's literally like right. It's like a Jamaican flag almost. Real life. Not even fronting
alcohol in that shit. Cause
no, he gave us some of the most flames drinks I've ever had at a bar.
Damn, I'm sad I missed that night.
Bro, like, and that was just me going down and introducing to people because I know he would like. How does he not know people? Like, he's the MC at Nintendo. In my opinion, it's like he should know more people than I should. So fuck it, let's go hook this up. Meet some people, know some people. What's up? Let's make this fucking happen. So like the drinks, goddamn amazing.
You know what? That's because I didn't take advantage of. I never really thought about it. I mean, I've been MCing for them for years, but I never thought like, yo, I should get on Twitch and be broadcasting me playing. Like I was always just playing for fun at the crib by myself, whatever, playing on live or playing, whatever. But then I was like, oh, I'm like, it does make sense. I do have so many people that would be at events and they're like, yo, Hollywood, like, do you stream? And I'd be like, nah. And then I don't know why I didn't. And then I was just like, yo, I should just start. Like that's
on the bright side, you will never be able to say nah again.
That's true. That's true.
And what's cool is
when
that
did you start? When was the first?
That's a good question. I like that.
Literally, I had to look at my calendar. My first stream was 4 days before PAX South.
Damn.
Gotcha.
My first stream was 4 days before PAX South.
And while we're on it, everyone should be following him.
Like, exclaim Choco in the chat. Exclaim Choco in the chat. Don't even question it. Exclaim Choco.
I got you.
Like, all of us are in there. Now, I gotta say, like, for 175 followers, that's damn good progress for such a short amount of time. That's 3 months, bro. That's bomb-ass follower rate. Now, real life, fam, go do it. Go fucking click his name, follow him. Type something in the chat. Just type, hi, I'm Stuntman in the chat so people can click your name and follow you. Like, real life. That is something that you guys should be doing, like, real life. But,
also, yeah.
But nah, man, like, people sleep on like the value, like, and what's cool is that you have so many followers that you have half of what it takes to be successful on Twitch. People sleep on the value of having a sizable Twitter account. Like a decent amount of people following you on Twitter that will engage with your content on Twitter. That is a huge deal. So you got a ridiculous amount of Twitter followers. In real life, exclaim Choco Twitter. Exclaim Choco Twitter in the chat. His is in there. I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around when people deserve to be shown love to. Like, go hit it. Go hit it right now. Like, he's in there, we're in there, we don't give a fuck. But now, man.
Yo, you know what's? Let me tell you what's funny though. You mentioned them scarves, them Twitch scarves.
Okay.
So I gotta tell the story, and then I gotta go because I just realized I'm like 45 minutes late for something.
Man. Oh my God.
We're good.
We late
But,
too, don't worry.
But Pete, so when we were setting up for what was that? We were setting up for PAX East. So I'm there, we setting up, I'm doing my mic check. And obviously you guys know Twitch is set up right next to Nintendo. So I'm doing my mic check, whatever. You know me, I'm stupid. So I'm just like yelling at everybody walking by and just trying to whatever, doing my mic check, trying to hype up like basically the workers or whatever, right? I look over at Twitch, and keep in mind, I'm not like y'all, so I don't know everybody at Twitch yet. So I don't know the difference between somebody just hanging out and somebody who like is a big deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
I look over, and then I see a girl and sitting with some other girls, but she got a Twitch scarf, and I'm like, I mean, I wonder how much I got to yell at the people over at Twitch to hook me up with a scarf, though. I'm like, I got swag. I could trade something for a scarf. So then all of a sudden, one girl looks back at me. She goes, give me a Switch hat. I said, done. You didn't say nothing but a word. She's like, no, I need 2 Switch hats. I said, done. I got you. Like, whatever. So she walks over, gives me her personal scarf off her neck, puts it on me, and is like, here. I'm like, oh, hold on. I'm like, I don't have the hats right now. Like, I'll have the hats tomorrow, but I don't have them on me right now. And then she's like, don't worry. I know where you at. Cool. I find out later, the person who gave me their scarf, the person I'm talking to, I'm joking, clowning with on the microphone is Crystal. Like,
oh shit.
Yes.
Siren? Like you?
I didn't.
You hit them Siren like it's nothing. Like
girl.
she is like the connect, yeah.
I didn't know.
She's like the hookup. If you know Siren, you got the hookup with everything, yeah.
I didn't know. So then what happened?
You know Siren at TwitchCon, believe me,
Right.
when she's in the merchant store running shit.
Later on, when I'm like, yeah, after that, whatever, and I'm like, wait a minute, I forget where I was. I was at some party, and I was like, oh, it's because she gave me her business card, and then I'm like, oh, but it's just because, and that's another thing that just goes to show, like, for everybody in the chat, being cool with everybody will pay off. Like, I didn't know who she was.
It really will.
I didn't know what she could do for me. I knew her from nobody. I was just being cool, messing around with somebody. And look at the opportunity, though, that it opened up for me. Just
people sleep on the value of that so hard.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I understand some people have that. You can't be a wallflower and be in business. Like, you can't do it. Like, you have to be able to open yourself up.
That's impossible.
Making those relationships with people. And it's like, as cool as because she could have very easily been like, nah. Because remember, when I got it, it's before even the streamers got scarves. They didn't get to the party. So it's like, she could have just been like, nah, but she literally took the scarf off her neck and gave it to me. Like, here you go.
She didn't think about it. Yeah.
And it was like, all right, cool. Let me make sure. So then when I went later, as a matter of fact, I swung by and I dropped off like a couple hats and a couple t-shirts and stuff for her and like a couple of people that was working over there. And I still didn't know who she was. I just dropped it off on GP. Like, yo, you hooked me up with a scarf. Let me drop off some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man of his word.
Yep.
That's funny.
That's how it's supposed to work, though. That's how it's supposed to work.
That's kind of happened to me. Like, I was stuck on the plane. I was tweeting, man. If you were following my Twitter, man, you probably thought you probably cried for me because I thought I don't know where I was going to be because the plane was kind of not going anywhere. We sat on it for hours. It was like a bad storm. And, I was supposed to show up around like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I didn't show up till 3:30 in the morning. And I was sad. People were like, look at this bum ass scarf that I got. And I'm like, you know what? Take that scarf and put it somewhere else. But when I saw Chase, I said, man, he was like, what happened to you? Chase, if a lot of people don't know Chase is just one of the nicest dudes on Twitch. He's doing a lot of marketing stuff. He gave me his scarf. Like, no questions asked, gave it to me. He was like,
old and bossy, man. Real old.
It was savage.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know if I can make another PAX if that shit's in March, because
No, they already announced that the next one's gonna be in April.
Good.
They already announced officially the next was gonna be in April. Real life, it was gonna be in March again. I was not fucking going. Fam, do you not see this tan? I am a tropical people.
We're a tropical
I am a tropical people. I need the heat. God damn it! Don't put me in the fucking Boston in the fucking 2-degree weather. Hey man, it's gonna be icy fucking cold outside. Well, cool. I'm gonna be in my hotel room all goddamn day. Fuck what you heard.
I didn't stop by Chicago and grab a coat because it disrespected my little sweatshirt.
Bruh.
Anybody? Yo, no shit. That night, Friday night, was the division live. There was nobody out there but snowstorms and shit. And I'm here traveling the streets and shit, walking, you know, and I'm like,
This is life out here.
somebody gonna mob my ass. Was there a T-virus that I didn't know about? Like, what the hell's going on in Boston? It was 70 degrees in South Carolina. I'm in Boston, and it's cold as shit. Nuts got crystals on them. I don't know what's going on, you know? It was crazy.
Got the fucking sweat, snowflakes on your nuts, like.
Yeah, man. balls looking at me like,
They were
Sweaty
moist and they were
snowflakes.
frozen.
he agreed to this shit. Like, you know, it was crazy. And then the next day, the wind was piercing through the clothes. Like, the holes.
It was terrible, bro.
Nah, bro.
I
And what's
had to
funny is
get
that
out of my Uber
No.
like 2 blocks from the convention center to make my
No.
way in because traffic was so bad. And I thought, okay, I'm taking an Uber. I didn't put on a jacket. I just had on, you guys know the little Nintendo jacket that I rock.
Yeah, nah,
I'm sorry,
that shit-
dog. I'm sorry.
That shit was nuts.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry, dog.
I
I'm
would've
sorry,
brought you
dog.
an extra one. I would have brought you an extra one.
Yeah, man.
I was like,
I know
I
my
had-
jacket would
I
have
had
been.
a Twitch scarf wrapped around my face and a little dish. I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry, dog. You know what I did respect though? The no bag line.
Oh, yeah.
The no bag line was worthy because you didn't have to wait. Like the day that I lost my phone going into the con, dude, I lost my phone going into the con Sunday. I was supposed to be at the Planet Coaster booth at 11:30. We were supposed to go live. Right.
I'm trying to hit you up, right?
Exactly.
Yo.
So like at
that's what
11:15,
I was
between 11:15 and 11:30 some, my phone was gone. And I didn't check it because I was just happy to have it in my pocket when we got it back. So we got out of the Uber like 2 blocks away, like Stuntman had, and all I had was my PAX South hoodie
Crazy.
and a baseball cap. So I was like, all right, we got this. We straight. So we get to the convention center. Me and Epic walk through the front doors, and I'm like, all right, cool. Let me pull my phone out. I went and checked all my pockets. I was like, I don't have my phone.
Yo, that's the worst feeling in the world, ain't
So
it?
like I walked back from the convention center, the 2 blocks to the spot where the Uber dropped us off. That was not a problem because the wind was to my back, so I didn't give a shit. It was like, all right, cool, this is whatever. So then I get there and I'm like, all right, let me pick up this wallet. Nothing, fucking no phone here. So let me head back. And then I turned back around toward this convention center, and then just the wind in my face. I felt like I had icicles on my beard because it was icy as fuck.
When the air hurts, man.
Bro, that air hurt my goddamn soul.
That was a
my
different
hot,
planet.
my hot damn soul was destroyed. So
That was a
I got
different
back to
planet,
the
man.
convention center and was like, I didn't find my phone. Now what was tight though is that Epic handed me my phone. So there was a dude who picked up my phone and brought it into the convention center. He was walking toward the convention center anyways.
Dude,
Epic called
props
my
to
phone. Dude answered the phone. She was like, did you find this phone? He was like, yeah, I'm on the way to the convention. She was like, I'm inside the front door. Can you bring it to me?
That's
One
crazy.
more reason why Epic is living up to her name, because Epic is epic. She called my phone and dude brought my phone to the front door of the convention center and was like, here you go, have the phone. So I got my phone back when I otherwise would have had to pay, like, you know how it is when you got the insurance on your cell phone, you got to pay like $150 minimum to get a new phone and shit. So like,
Then that shit gonna be used anyway.
right, so it's gonna be like a refurbished fucking
Yeah, some
phone when I got
bullshit.
a brand new goddamn phone. So like,
Yeah.
Epic made it so that it didn't happen. So like, again, I am super appreciative of Epic. And people sleep, like people like, oh man, DJ, you so lucky. And it's like, motherfucker, you think I don't know?
He says
that
it
I'm
every
lucky?
time. You know,
If I am a lucky dude, because if it were not for Epic, I say this every time we have a broadcast, if it were not for Epic, I would not be able to broadcast full time. If it weren't for Epic in the first place, I would never have been in the position to broadcast full time. I would still be teaching game design, streaming in the evenings, and that's it. But now I have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to where I can come on and hop on and hang out with the fam. And then starting tomorrow, I'm gonna do like try to do like noon to 5, and then like take the evening off, because I have not taken an evening off except for when I'm on leave for a convention. But like
Quality time.
right, like I have not been able to spend time with Epic in the evening in forever, and she works during the day. So like that's the time that we would normally chill. I'm up here doing work. So Saturdays moving forward are going to be like a 12 to 5 or maybe 1 to 6 type of thing, and then like the evening I'm just like out. Fuck y'all. I love you guys, but I gotta do right by home. It's not even that. I gotta do right by home.
You gotta take care of your rib.
Right,
take
like,
care of the castle
I
first,
live
but-
with Epic. I gotta be right by my lady, so we can. If think about it, with me being on at 8:30 p.m. every day, if she gets out of work at 5, what is the likelihood that we'll be able to go catch a movie that starts at 7 o'clock? It's never gonna happen, right? Like we might be able to catch a movie that starts at 7 o'clock. And then even at 7:15, if it's a 66-minute movie, I'll be able to get back and be on by 9 o'clock. But other than that, it's never going to happen. So we never get the time to spend together. So like Saturdays it's got to happen. There had to be some sort of day. Like I was like, hey, I'm going to take the weekend off if need be. Like I'm trying to spend some time with you. And she was like, that's too much. Calm down. You doing too much. Man. She was like, whoa, time out. You doing too much. I need you to chill out. I need you to take Saturdays and see if that Saturdays work. So Saturdays are going to be Saturday evenings. Me and Epic are going to go do whatever the hell we want to do. Because we haven't been able to spend an evening together outside of a con in the 2.5-3 years that we've been together. So I have to take Saturdays off because I want to make sure that she's happy.
It was so nice seeing you again, Epic, by the way. Just like hanging out with you and DJ for the short time that we had. It was...
And can we get some hype for Larry J's Barbecue Cafe?
Let's do that.
Oh,
You know what? I didn't even get to eat there because
What the fuck, Tech? What the fuck, Tech?
I was trying to contact your ass, but you
Bro,
too busy
I was trying to tell
stuffing
you
that
to
shit
get
in
in
my
it.
face with the Twitter pictures.
I was trying to tell
the food
everybody
was
to
real,
get at.
okay?
I didn't give a fuck when. Like Sunday they was closed, so I was like, fam, if you ain't been to Larry J's, go to Larry J's right the
Damn
fuck
short
now.
time.
When I saw him right before he left, his last words to me weren't like, "All right, fam, I'll see
Real
you later."
life?
All right, fam, like be
Go
easy.
check out Larry J.
His last words to me were, "Fam, before you leave." And he's like, "Yo," he was not joking. He was like, "I don't care what you do before you get to the plane tomorrow. You gotta go buy this barbecue joint."
No. Having said that, what did you think of the barbecue joint?
Yo, it was flames. It was
It was
flames.
mad good.
It was flames.
People sleep on the value of Larry J's, man.
Yo, it's so funny too. I live here and I didn't know about it until you put me onto it, and I was just like, oh,
Bruh.
I took
Bruh.
an ex-girlfriend there, and
Wait, you took a who?
He took an ex-girl there. Okay, here, what happened? How'd that go?
so
before you tell the story, fellas, I love all y'all, but I absolutely have to go.
Bro, we love you too, man. Real life. Love right back at you,
Yeah,
man.
Let's give it up in the chat.
So time out, chat,
Dope
real
having
life.
you.
Get some hype in the chat for StuntmanGene filling us on not only his initial foray into gaming, his mom's being a gamer who basically took control of his Nintendo and was rocking out on the Mario, his life in reality TV as an actual stuntman and as an MC for Nintendo. Can we please get some hype, salutes, and love in the chat? Like we don't have guests on here all the time, but when we have guests, we got to show them love, and his story is nothing short than amazing. So real life, if you haven't followed him, I'm gonna post the links in the chat in my hot damn self.
Yeah,
Real life, go follow him right now.
appreciate you guys.
Go do
Appreciate
it. Don't
Yo,
even
thank
hesitate.
you,
Get
man.
it done. Like
seriously,
Stuntman
thank you
is the
for
shit.
being here, dude.
Thank you for coming to hang out with us, man. We appreciate you. In real life, I'm glad you went to stop by Larry J's, John, because like I went there last year and I was like, I can't not go to Larry J's. I like ribs too much to not go to this place.
It was flames. It was flames.
And it was funny.
All right,
Somebody on Twitter was like,
man.
"Hey man, you ate all that?" It's like, "Bitch, yeah, I ate all that. It was good."
yeah.
Be
Hey,
careful,
salute.
man. Take care of yourselves,
I'll
Salute.
be,
I see him on
actually,
stream.
I'll be in the Uber, so I'll be in the chat, but I just won't be on the stream.
Hey, that's
No,
cool,
all right,
man.
all right, that works.
Appreciate you, man.
Take it easy, brother.
We appreciate you, bro. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping
Yeah,
by.
man.
Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you soon.
As always, I'm not trying to change the world, just your perspective of it.
Boom.
Hey, that works. I love it. I love it.
Got that on that business.
Big ups.
I was like, okay.
Big ups to Hollywood.
I see you, bro.
Big ups
we
to
were talking about
Hollywood.
Epic. And so, Epic, it was always a pleasure to see you until you handed me that goddamn lotion in that car and then closed the door like a boss. Like, that was your thing. That was cold.
Because Epic is a beast. That's
It was
why.
already cold.
Because
in
Epic is
Boston,
a beast. That's
but
why.
you had zero in the car after I done got yelled at by the dude to try to get you in the car. You said, yo, this is my car. Shit ain't going down. Get out, or you stay. And I was like, well,
Because
damn.
Epic is a beast, yo. But no, like
Epic was
real
like,
life, once he was on that
like,
dick
wait.
mode, he went to dick mode, and I was like, fuck
Yeah.
this, we out. We
Yeah,
out.
Epic was like, wait, before you close the door.
But no, he was real life on some dick mode shit. Like he was
Oh,
being
that
a
dude was
douchebag.
a dick, man.
But it was like at the same time though, I can't even hate. That's his car.
No, let's
So
be
he
real.
got-
It wasn't
let's be
just
real.
a car. It was a mama van. How wouldn't
It was a mama van, so it was
He was
his
already
mama
mad.
van though.
He was already mad.
It was his mama van though.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad at his mama van. Like it's like, hey, look, if you got a van where you got little ones and you got space that you trying to rent out and you trying to do your hustle in the evening so you can make sure that you can provide for your kids, I'm not gonna hate. But it's like, goddamn, you ain't have to be so much of a fucking gangster. Because we was falling back already when he started to be like, hey, it's my car. It's like, dude, we was already falling the fuck back. It was like, dude, we was already backing up. Calm your tits. Tranquilo tu stetas. Like, we was already on it. Like, bro, calm your titties. We was already backing up. Like, you ain't gotta go so ham. You ain't gotta go so ham.
He was aggressive. I think he had some pent up aggression, man. Like
he needed love.
Yeah, he needed something.
He needed love.
I looked at that dude. I was like, man, I'm about to get the hell out of your damn lift. Like, I was like, man.
And it was funny because like Santos called that lift for me, you, Epic, and him. Yeah. And then a bunch of other people was in there, but it was like, it's whatever, because we was all going to the same place. So it didn't matter to me. Like, as long as we all got to the same place, I was straight. But it was like, your man's going so ham. It's like, dude, we understand that you only got so many seatbelts. Yeah, man. I'm a big dude on seatbelts. Like, I've had family members injured in car accidents because they didn't have their seatbelt on. So I would never like give you shit for respecting the fact that you got seatbelts in. Like, fuck out of here with that. Like, that's not me.
But he could have been like, look, I don't have any room in my van. If you don't mind.
Exactly.
He went from 0 to 90. And we all just looked at him like.
But here's what the issue is. You're expecting him to respond how we would have responded. Yeah. That's how we would have responded if we were in control of the van. Like, hey, look, time out. As much as I would love to have you guys in here, I have no room. And the Uber was only for so many people. There's no room. Sorry, guys. You can call one and somebody else will pick you up, but whatevs. But your man's was high on himself. He was high on being a dickbag. Yeah, man. But I'm actually more happy that we got with Lyft that weekend because I have Uber and Lyft both on my phone at the same time, right? Because they both do the same goddamn thing. We had at the Acer party, the party where I got this goddamn cup, Acer Intel. I saw you at the end of Predator, right? Like we got these cups. I had to finish the cracking in there. So like we got these cups at that party. We had 4 Uber drivers cancel. Wow. One of them, like, after he drove past us twice, we had 4 goddamn Uber drivers cancel.
That's weird.
Their trips. Dude, I called one Lyft. Dude got us back to the hotel cheaper than all of those individual Ubers would have been. And Uber was like, since our driver canceled, we gonna charge you $5. See that face right there is the fuckery. So like I lost $5 because Uber was on that bullshit.
Oh, you're talking about when they I had an opposite experience with Lyft in Boston. I was at my girl's place, not my girl's place, her work. She works close to where I work, and I'll keep going. No,
you ain't getting out of this one. We need girls. Is this the same girl? Is this another girl? Like, what the hell?
Okay, so when I mentioned the ex-girlfriend that I took to Larry J's, that was a different girl. The girl that I'm with now, I mentioned her before. I put a picture up of her actually.
Oh, we actually saw her in the background in your stream before.
Yeah, that's the same girl.
Okay. Just want to make sure,
that's wifey right there. I mean, we're not married, but
I understand wifey material. I got
you. Yeah, I'll keep her around. But what was I? Oh yeah, I ordered a Lyft, and like the Lyft was like going all these complicated directions to get to where we were, like going back on the highway and then coming back off the highway to go around. I'm like, yo, where are you going? Like I drive, I know where you are and where you're going, but like, what are you doing? So
it's just a damn app.
Yeah, it must have been.
Something's wrong with Boston, man. Like some drivers, like whoa, like they made my homegirl wheel her ass up the street. She's like, I'm in a wheelchair. Oh, what? And you gonna make me go 2 blocks to meet you? I'm in a wheelchair. So she wheeled her ass up there because he would refuse.
See, now that right there is fuckery. That's fuckery. That's fuckery at its finest.
Like, let me remind you guys, it was snowing. Okay, like this.
No, it wasn't pleasant.
And this was on Friday. She had to wheel her ass up there. I was like, yo, you lucky I'm not there.
Nah, like, we would have had problems.
That's great.
If I was there,
my damn self,
we would have.
I drove my car down. I would have, man. Should let me know.
We would have had some problems. Fuck.
See, I was on a plane reading this shit.
Oh yeah,
I was about to say, yo, get me off the plane. Like, let me talk to that Lyft guy. Like, I couldn't believe that shit, man. Talking about, so I'm 2 blocks up. I don't want to come back. Please.
Don't want to come back means cancel. Fuck what you heard. Get out.
Yeah.
Next
exactly.
driver. Fuck
Yeah,
what you.
'cause
Fuck you.
'cause at nighttime, yo, don't take. If you're in Boston, don't
Fuck you,
take
bro.
no
Fuck
Lyft
you.
or Uber.
Fuck you.
Walk your ass in the cold because those prices go up to $50. Like
At night, like when it's like party time, yeah, it gets
250% upping. I'm like, what the kind of this ain't math,
Dude, their fucking math is bullshit. You know,
What?
like,
I
I
said
don't
this is
know
not
what
math.
the fuck.
Somebody close their damn eyes and hit a button.
I
Because
don't know
this
what
don't
the
make
fuck's
sense.
wrong with
I will
them,
take
but
a
they
cab
wrong.
before I do you. Like, excuse
They
me.
wrong. They wrong for that fuckery.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna
$50.
fucking charge somebody multiple percentage of what the fuck you just got? Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah,
Man. Fuck out of here.
250%. That shit
Get the
don't make
fuck out of
sense.
here.
Like,
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, man.
yeah, 50%. Okay, I understand. 50%, 250. Like,
Yeah, those are numbers.
oh, I sat my ass in that hotel and I was like, well, I guess I'm here for another hour until these prices drop. Like,
You know what? That's what that right there. That situation is when I switched over to Lyft. And
Yeah.
Lyft was fucking gravy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lyft was gravy. Lyft was gravy. That's why I have both on my phone, because you never know who's who. You never know which
it
one is
all
gonna have the
depends on
better
driver
deal.
you get, because I had some really good Lyft drivers. I had some really shitty ones, but like unfortunately, the girl that had to wheel herself, I don't want to say no, I ain't gonna bring her out on stream, but unfortunately, the girl that had to wheel herself up there was a Lyft driver. And then a homegirl Austin was saying this dude and drove me around 2 blocks and passed my location twice because he was looking for other people to
Fuckery.
ping before he took me to my location. I was like, whoa, did you punch him in the back of the head? Like,
Nah,
You
that's
know?
when you speak up. It's like, hey man, my stop is right here.
yeah, no,
Like-
she said she spoke up, but he was like, hi, we. And then the other person posted a picture
Wait.
of
I'm sorry, go ahead.
his steering wheel, and MD Brandon was like, these people must be smoking weed. And I was like, I thought that was a saying, but no, he's true. They were smoking weed while they were driving people, because this dude had like 7 trees on his steering wheel, block the weed smell.
How you got trees on your steering wheel though? Like,
You know what I mean?
no,
Yeah.
how you got trees on your steering wheel though? Like,
Yeah, I
real
know,
life.
Just wrapped around
You
it.
don't.
just
You
like-
don't even. No, you don't even
Yeah.
get a steer. You don't even get a tree like steering wheel wrap. Like, you don't even do that, puppy.
No, you know what I mean? Like the actual things you hang up in your damn.
Yeah.
No, that's the point though. You don't even do that.
Yeah, the shit was just wrapped all around. Like I was just like, man,
Oh no, she's good.
can't believe
Smoking
it.
that much weed.
Like this is why these Lyft drivers are dumb. Like I was like, man,
Yeah.
something's wrong with Boston, because in California shit don't happen this way. Like I was just like, man, what is going on?
Nah, B. In
that's
real
what I
life, what's
said.
funny is that I used to be an Uber driver.
Oh,
Oh
what?
yeah.
I know, in real life, when I was in Orlando, I was an Uber driver for like months.
Did you like it?
Because it was alright, because I like the idea of meeting people. Like, that's why I took the streaming so well, because I like dealing with people. But like, it's the issue of like, if you get a $4, like, think about it, as an Uber patron, if you get a $4 trip, Uber takes like $2 of that, or like $1.50 to $2 of that. So you get maybe $2.50 for like a $4. What it seems like it might be a decent fare. Nah, Uber takes a good cut of that. So like, I was frustrated with that shit. Bottom line, like real life, straight out, because it was like, I like the idea, but like that didn't counter the fact that I'm putting mileage on my car. I'm putting, I got to get oil changes soon. Like, they had discounts on oil changes, but you had to get a certain tier of how many sales and shit you got. And it's like, fuck that. I'm not about to spend my whole evenings out here on Uber, because when I would get off stream, sometimes I would go do Uber. So like, people wonder like, hey, I wonder how much DJ was hustling. Like, I would get up at work. I would get up in the morning, go to work, be at work at 10 o'clock, get off at 5 o'clock, go home, walk Cora at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Stream from like 8:30 to, or 8 o'clock, 8:30 to like 2 in the morning, and Uber drive for like an hour or two after, and then go to work in the morning at 10 o'clock. I was goddamn hustling. Like, fuck what you heard. Like, I didn't have a life. It was because when you trying to get paid, you got to do what you got to do.
What you gotta do?
And I had no choice but to do work, because why the fuck would I not do work? Like,
Right.
I'm trying to pay bills. I'm trying to live. Like, so that was my life. Right. And it's like, you get a $4 fare, and then you get like, really, that's $2.50. It's like, I spent 20 minutes for
So
250.
you're just saying 150,
That's-
150 for a service fee and 25% of the remaining fee.
Exactly. Like that's
Yeah.
it's like it's not worth it, man. Like it's not worth driving 20 minutes for them to take $1.50 off top of a $4.50 fare. That means I only got $3, and they already taking a quarter of the remaining $3.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at that, there's 300 cents that they already taking fucking 75 cents out of. So it's like $2.75 for a 20 minute trip. That's less than minimum wage when you also add in the fact that you're putting mileage and gas of your car.
Yeah,
They ain't paying no gas money. Like if I were lucky enough to get somebody to tip me, cool. If not, fuck that. Like so, nah, man, nah. So I was considering Lyft, and it was like before. Let me get to the point where. Now, mind you, this is while I was teaching as a game designer.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you would think that you make decent money teaching as a game designer, but I was trying to make sure that I could pay extra bills. I got extra credit cards and shit I'm trying to pay off. I got extra bills I'm trying to get rid of. So it's like, let me do work to make sure I get rid of that, and it just wasn't adding up. So it's like, fuck Lyft, fuck Uber. I'm just done with all that. So the people who still do it, I respect the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I respect the shit out of them because I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
It's legit.
Couldn't do it. But before we get into anything else, we already talked about Mass Effect. We talked about upcoming releases. We talked about PAX East Reflections. We talked about a bunch of the other stuff, right? Like,
yeah, we did.
We kind of hit on a lot of every topic in now loading. We've done. How does being in the media affect your relationship with people?
And one of the things that I was thinking about when I kind of put that question together was, one, like how people view you that already know you now that you're kind of essentially a part of the media. How's that changed during that transition? Are people like, yo, some people like to think that like now you're a big star, you're making all this money, blah, 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 or they might have preconceptions about that. So I'm curious as to like what you guys' experiences with that have been, because mine have been most likely different in some way than you guys, because like in terms of like a scale
Right.
look at this.
Actually, let's start with you, and then we'll go to tech, and then I'll finish off. I feel like that's a fair way to handle it.
Yeah, I think so. It's been interesting. Some people think that I'm bigger than I am, and I think like it feels great to feel that. Huh?
I think he's talking about his girlfriend.
But no, like real life, I feel you on that, because there's always gonna be somebody who thinks that you are bigger than you are.
It's all about how you carry yourself, though.
Yeah, but it's still like, even if you carry yourself like as the most I ain't shit type individual ever, like I'm just a dude who likes to play video games, right? There's always gonna be somebody who thinks that you're bigger in the spectrum of Twitch than you are. So you gotta you have to acknowledge that, right? That has to get acknowledged at some point. So continue. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, I mean, I think that basically covers it. I mean, I have friends who I grew up with. It's like, yeah, you're doing big things now. I'm like, I mean, like I'm putting in work. Like I'm being consistent with like actually doing shit. Like I'm doing the art thing and I'm doing like the gaming thing. I've been making YouTube videos before I started streaming. I have a gaming website. Like I've been doing all these different things. But I'm not like a celebrity gamer. Like I'm not like the top 5% of people that you're hearing about in the media or in the news all the time. So it's just been interesting to kind of like people have this thought about what it's like and like, oh man, like you must be getting paid by YouTube. I'm like, nah, bro, like YouTube barely pays anything. Like they don't pay shit. Like,
unless you got hundreds of thousands. I'm sorry. Let me drop this in here. Unless you got hundreds of thousands of subscribers and consistent views on YouTube, you ain't doing shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just it. You know, I think it's just interesting from my perspective, like knowing how much more I want to grow and need to grow, to be at that point to still hear people think that I'm already there. There's just way more. So I want to hear Tech, like what your experience has been like. And
It's a carousel, man. Like, You're always bigger than what you think you are. Make waves, and if you're a hustler, you make waves. And this PAX South and PAX East has opened my eyes a lot, because I always told people I'm nobody. Like, don't be calling yourself my fans and shit. Like, nobody, you know, that's how I felt, you know. And people would come up to me and be like, Tech, please don't ever change. You're getting too big. I'm like, hell, you talking to me? Like, sure. Like, but no, I understand what they're saying now, because when I went to Paxton East, people were like, yo, Tech, I've been always wanting to talk to you. See you at the cons, walking around like a crazy person. We never got the chance to talk. And this is like an Elgato party when people are like under the influence and shit. Like, so you would think they would forget you faster. Like, wow, like Gold Glove came up to me and was like, yo, I've been meaning to talk to you. I was like, you don't mean Knight? Like, talking to me. You know, like, you got the right DJ over here, you know, because, and it happens. Like, you make waves, and a lot of companies will catalyst, like my stream team, like, we've been watching you. Like, I'll use this as an example. Star Citizen, like, remember how I say I kind of peek over DJ's shoulder? When he was over there, they were chanting some drunk shit, and I think it was, I came up and I was like, yo, what up? Because I noticed some people over there, and they were like, yo, you know that's Disco Lando's boss right there. And I was like, this dude, he's like, yeah. I was like, all right. So he pulled me over. He was like, yo, we love you in the office. I'm like, you know, this is a DJ without no E's in it. He just walked away. He's like, no, I know who you are.
People get confused.
I know who you are. He told me something I can't say, but he said, I normally don't do this for such and such, but we're very interested, and we love what you did with the whole team events, and you know, maybe we can talk a little bit later. And I was just like, damn, like, you make a noise when you least expect it. And if you're doing things the right way and respecting people, and just staying to yourself, staying out of drama, what I mean, so on positivity, man, like, you get noticed.
Oh yeah.
Like, by the darndest people, and people that you idolized, right? That you never thought you would ever speak to. And then the biggest thing is your opinions change about the people, and I'm gonna reverse it. Like Renee. I thought Renee was a little stuck up. Not gonna lie, very transparent about it. Thought she was stuck up because, you know, she's a big streamer. You know, it's kind of how people feel about Lyric. I knew Lyric, but Renee, I talked to Renee, knew who I was, because we are sponsored by the same, you know, peripheral company, and she was cool as shit. We were sitting there dancing like Commander Shepard.
She was cool as shit.
One of the coolest moments I've had. Punji Stick is even cooler. Like, these people that's been in the game way longer than me knew of me and wanted to talk to me at some point, but they felt that I was, you know, doing my thing, so they kind of backed off. And here I am thinking I'm a nobody. So you can't, my moral of the story is, you can't sell yourself short. And it's all about how you handle yourself. It's it's your image. So at the main menu party, everybody's picking on me. You look like a preacher, but I dashed the hell up. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I was in everybody. I was talking to everybody.
You're supposed to. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, my hustle doesn't stop, and I only associate myself with other people with the same goal. Because you wasting your time if you digging in drama, if you following other people up, instead of being your own person and sticking to positive people. That's why me and Knight are like, bro, shit, ain't no like. I put a tweet out. I was like, this is my brother. If I had somebody, this dude must have fell out the womb somewhere, because we brothers. Like, because we always take care of each other, and everyone we associate with, it's all about the same goal of making it successful. And we're not trying to steal out of each other's hands. We're trying to feed each other. There you go.
That's to support the fam.
Right.
You support the fam supports you. That's how life works.
Only same thing, man. Like, I could have been like, oh, I'm not gonna sit there and raid him. Why? He only has 2 views. No. You guys need to see him outside of Chocolate Thunder, get to know him, and it's up to him. I pass the baton. It's up to you to keep him. I'm not gonna hold your hand.
Absolutely.
But that's I'm gonna always be that guy. I don't give a crap if I'm lyric heavy. I'm gonna always be the guy that always, whoever looks out for me, I'm look out for them, and I'm gonna be positive about it. I'm never gonna be too big for something. Anyway, that's my.
That's how it's supposed to work, right? Like, for me, it's like,
don't forget where you come from.
That's one. For me, for one, it's like, I don't really see a difference between the my relationship in the media and my relationship with everybody here, because I've been at this shit since before I started Twitch, right? Like I've been gaming and playing, like writing reviews for a fucking decade before I ever started streaming. Like 10 goddamn years I was at this shit before I touched the Twitch streaming for my own and like trying it to be serious about it. So like I never gave a fuck. Like, do people like me? If people don't like me, well, all right, cool, whatever, fuck them. The people that don't like me, they don't belong in my stream, so it's whatever. But like, the thing that I appreciate is that like people like Tech, people like you, people like the fam that's in the chat right now, like everybody here, if they know me, if you've met me, if you talk to me and you were real about it, like what the fuck do I give if you don't like me as a person? Like I don't give a fuck. If you don't like me as a person, you wouldn't have spent the time to talk to me.
True.
You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have stuck around and watched the stream. Like if you didn't like me as a person, why the fuck are you here? So, if anything, it's helped my relationship with people because I know who gives a fuck and who doesn't.
Right.
I know who pays attention to what I'm doing and who doesn't. When somebody says, "Hey man, I watch the stream all the time," if I see their name, God damn it, I can go look and see whether or not they watch the stream. I catch so many people in such bullshit like, "Hey man, I watch the stream all the time," and they show me their username, and I'm like, "Never been in the stream, has not followed." It's like, all right, cool. So I know what you're saying is bullshit, but obviously you think I'm cool enough to pay attention to. So what are you trying to get at?
Right.
So if anything, my relationship, my being in the media helps me figure out who's bullshitting and who's not.
And how to handle it, right? So
right. It's like if I find out somebody's bullshit, it's like, all right, you've never been in my stream before, ever. So why would you say you've been in my stream? Like, are you trying to be like friends with mine? Are you trying to say that you're cool? Are you trying to say that I appreciate what you do? Like, there's people who may not have watched with their username, but have watched when they were logged out of Twitch. So I gotta admit that. So, but it's like, if you haven't met me, you don't know whether or not you fit in that category or not.
Right.
Like, I can tell by somebody's conversation what they say in my streams. Like, oh, I love the way you do this. If it's something general, hey, I love the way that you are open to everybody that's coming into your community. It's like every goddamn body does that.
Right.
Or it's like if they say some shit like, hey, I love the way that you stream, that you sing when you're randomly when you're playing video games. That's somebody who watches my fucking stream because I sing randomly when I'm playing video games. If somebody says, hey man, I love the way that you focus on your game. And when you're playing that game, you don't play anything else, and then you get really focused on it. You make sure that's what you put your time into. And it's like, you ain't paid no goddamn attention to my stream because I switch up games every goddamn day. Like if we played Mass Effect Andromeda yesterday, I ain't touched Andromeda today, but I also don't give a fuck. Like I'm not hurt if we don't go into Andromeda when we get done with the podcast. So like. Right. That's somebody who hasn't paid attention to my stream. That's some shit you say to somebody generally.
Right.
So, if anything, my relationships with people after having been in the media lets me know who's been paying attention to my content and who's not. And that lets me know how to approach the situation. If they've been paying attention to my content, then I already know that they've seen me. If they haven't been paying attention to my content, I'm grasping, trying to figure out what it is they're trying to ask of me. Or what it is they're trying to get from me. And Epic makes a valid point, like that Drake song, they look good to me. I got fake people showing fake love to me, straight up to my face. I've seen that shit so much, and it's like I know that person, I know that fake love person when they talk to me, because I know they haven't seen their stream because of the shit, the way they say shit. It's like, anybody who's been in my stream, one of the first things you can say is smart ass. If you can't tell me smart ass in a sentence, you haven't seen my stream. Like,
right.
When the community says, hey, bruh, you should do this. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna do exactly the opposite. If you can't give me that, then you haven't paid attention. If you can't give me that Ender scratches my arm, like Ender reaches up like meow, like he just goddamn did, then you ain't been here in my stream before. So I already know how to handle that. And it's like, now I'm not gonna disrespect somebody who hasn't been in the stream before.
Just don't say you have.
But I'll listen to see why they said that they have been. That's the only difference. Why did you say you've been in my stream when I can literally look into my bot and see why you haven't been in here? Like I can find out in that conversation, in that single conversation, why it is that you said that you had been in my stream but you had never been there. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be savage, leaky. It's just the principle of, if you haven't seen my stream, be real. Like there's many people that have said like, hey, look, I know your name. I haven't been in your stream very often. I've been in there once or twice, but I know who you are. That's how you handle that. You don't say, hey man, I watch you every now and then. It's like,
you know what sounds better than that? I'm new.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's easy.
That sounds
That's
so goddamn
easy.
good. Because I'm like, oh, and guess what? You get attention from everybody when you're new. Everybody want to, well,
That's
in a good
it.
community.
As
Everybody
long
want
as-
to welcome you in.
That's it. It's like, welcome to the fam. Come hang out.
Yeah.
These are the people you should meet. Like these
If
are our
anything,
fam.
we pay more attention to new people. Like, hello? Like,
Rather than somebody who's like, hey
Stick
man,
around, friend.
yo, man,
Hey,
I'm a
man.
big fan. I love the
Yeah.
night course.
I love the
Bitch.
night corpse.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
ain't
lost
been in
my
my stream if you heard me call me say the night corpse. You ain't nobody in this bitch ever heard me say the night corpse.
No, we gotta talk about some shit.
Uh-oh.
All right. I called somebody on Twitter because I was having a hard time on the plane, so I was already aggravated. And he was like, man, you were so aggravated. I can hear you say Night Corpse from all the way over here. I was like, look, mother, look, my
I
name
saw that
is
tweet.
DJ Night. Like, I was like, are you joking?
I saw that tweet. I saw that
Unfollow
tweet.
me. Like,
Dude,
why
it
are
was
you following me?
glorious.
I was
It
so
was
mad.
glorious.
I was like,
Damn.
It was glorious. It was funny, fam. Y'all are typing in the chat. Corps is spelled C-O-R-P-S. Just like the Marine Corps. If you look
Yeah,
up the Marine
Corps.
Corps, if you go to marines.com or some shit like that,
Corps.
Corps is C-O-R-P-S.
Yeah.
People who say Night Corpse,
Corpse.
I know that they haven't been in my stream
That
because
was my point.
right, that's it. It's like you've heard me say Night Corps over and over again.
Yeah,
That's
part of the Night
it.
Corps. Not Night
That's
Corpse.
it. Anybody that hits the follow button, welcome to the Night Corps. You know. So like somebody say Night Corpse, it's like
This ain't no
you
dead
don't
nights.
spend no damn time in my stream,
Ain't
do you?
no dead nights here
Ah.
Nah,
So
them dead
what's
nights,
funny is that like when we went to East, Tech, like I want to say Mallory made fun of us because Mallory over at Discord was like, I told somebody else, I was like, hey, this is DJ
I was straight up
and it
pissed.
was Tech.
I was salty as shit. Like she was like,
Yo, now
she was
troll.
like, really shit, man. Like she was like, yo, honey, this is DJ Night, and I looked there, I was like, Mallory, I know it's you, but
She's gonna be on Black.
what the hell did you just say? Like,
It was funny as shit though. To me, it was a fucking blast. It was goddamn glorious.
and everyone kept doing it. It wasn't just her. It was like a meme. It was like the N-word
And that's
meme.
why I was fucking laughing my ass off because like the whole weekend, like people were like, "Oh, you're DJ Night, right?" And it's like, it's like he's not DJ Night, and goddamn it, we both have our face cams on, so like there's no way anybody could ever get DJ Tech Live and DJ Night confused. The only thing that I can see getting confused is the fact that we both say DJ.
Yeah.
That's it.
But the thing was, they weren't
People look the same.
They were playing me because people like Cream and shit would come up and be like, yo, they wanting to meet you, DJ Night. I'm like, dude, please, your big ass. Oh, look at you big Yeti looking. I'm not. Like, this is messed up.
Ah,
Like, I know it's dark in here, bro.
that is
You
funny
better
as fuck.
Get close. Like, man,
That
but
is funny
but
as
then
fuck.
They turn around and be like, we just, man, we heard they messed with you. I was like, who told you?
Of course,
Look at Mallory over there, like,
Yeah.
of course, of course.
But at the end of the day, guys, no shit. I mean, I get confused with DJ Night. That's cool. Like whatever. But the funny thing is that that's how big this family is, though. That we can mess around with each other. Like you might be following me and you might get aggravated. You might unfollow me for a while because we get this big ass gift train going. We just talk in gifts, like UGR, Mallory, DJ Night,
Yep.
me. Epic, Santos, like we just responding to each other, laughing and shit. Just epic training that other people are joining, and people like messaging me in DMs like, I was following you until you're done being a dumbass. I'm like, well, you shouldn't be following me anyway. But like that's what it's all about. Like, it's a family. Like this is, man, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. I wouldn't have got to meet you guys. That's the chat. That's the future people I don't even know that I will know. Like this level, this is why we do this shit 60 to 80 hours a day, man. It's like there's no way in hell I could have walked up to somebody at Nintendo, at Elgato, at Bethesda, at BioWare, and be like, hi, my name is DJ Night. I'm just kidding. DJ Tech Live. And, you know, this is what I have to offer. And this is why I like your games. And we should definitely talk because I would never have the balls to do it. Ever. Like, I had social anxiety before I even got on camera. Like, there's no way, you know? So, yeah.
I was just doing the math of 60 to 80 hours a day. I was like, in my head, I was like,
I mean, not
60,
a day. A week,
like 80 hours a day? Like,
a week, you know,
what kind of day are you living?
Man,
Like,
Hustling so hard.
what kind of day are
60
you
hours.
in? What kind of day
You know
are
what I mean?
oh, like?
But
How
you-
much cocaine? How much coca leaves? How many coca leaves do you eat? Like, if you have
week.
60-hour days, like 80-hour days,
I know
like
what I mean. Shit.
Coca-
Jesus,
Patches
like
just on
what
your arm.
Use an
days?
exclamation mark when you meant a question mark. Okay, you know what I mean? It's the internet.
All I'm saying is, what kind of days are you fucking with? Like when you
Dude,
60 to 80 hours a day, like.
it was autocorrect, man.
I was just counting like
Life
60 to 80 hours in one day. Like,
You know what I mean?
you good, baby, you good. But
A week. No,
all right. So last topic:
Right.
do politics belong in gaming?
Hell
Now,
no.
before I even let you guys talk, I'm gonna be of the motherfuck no variety because the
Yeah.
last thing I need in my chat is anybody talking anything pleasant about Trump because my personal beliefs and my gaming beliefs, my beliefs in politics and my beliefs on who's the better Commander Shepard or who's the best fucking killer on the Citadel, which shop is the best shop in the Citadel, do not fucking connect.
No.
Do not fucking connect. I give no fucks about who's in office when it comes to which my favorite shop in the Citadel is.
But you know what's funny? I got interviewed at TwitchCon 1 by a random dude. I didn't know who he was. He ended up being one of the VP marketing people for E3. And the interview was about politics and gaming and how they relate. And I was like, he slumped me. I like literally sat there and was like,
Oh, that's a great game.
Secret Hitler. Bob Rob III
Great
is the
game.
reason I have
Nice.
Secret Hitler right now. He saw it on my Twitch,
I played it.
on my Amazon wish list, and he got it for me. So I haven't played it yet, but I have it. I'm gonna play
Nice.
that shit at some point.
It's so good.
I was just thinking about it. I was like, He was like, should video games be brought up in, you know, in politics and all this stuff, like vice versa? You know, and I just thought about it. I was like, well, yes and no. You know, I had to give that kind of question to get my answer. But when it comes to the stream, let me be really crystal clear on it. Hell no. Don't bring
Well-
it in. It don't make sense. Like, just don't even. Like, you know, there's a reason why video games are like fantasy or fictional worlds. Like, leave that shit to them. Let's create our minds. Let's get away from that shit for a day because politics can ruin all kinds of shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
people's views on shit. Like, I don't even want to know. Like, just concentrate on the video game because, man, there's so much shit I want to say on Twitter. There's so much shit I want to retweet, especially today. I wanted to like, be
Oh,
like,
there was some fuckery on in the fucking government today.
yeah, like I wanted to be like boom, 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 and at the end goal, I wanted to drop a mic, but at the end, I didn't. I stay away from it because you know what? Socially, I want to be DJ. I want to be frank. I want to just stay here, play my video games, keep my personal beliefs outside of it, unless you can bring some shit in my chat. Other than that, no. Don't make it a part of it. It makes everything sour. It kills shit at the end of the day because people's opinions are way too goddamn strong, and the internet
Yep.
can't handle opinions. Sorry, you just can't.
Yep. And
Too
that's
attached to
for
your
me.
own.
That is literally it. When it comes down to the grander scheme of things, there are so many people who feel so strongly about one way or the
Yeah.
other that gives us no goddamn time to pay attention to the game.
Mhm.
Right?
And then on top of that, so many people are misinformed about shit.
Right. Like if you
Goddamn.
haven't researched it, if you haven't looked it up in multiple weeks, then you're probably out of date on
Yeah.
whatever it is that you're talking about.
can't
Because
produce
that
no facts.
because
Get the hell out.
politics changes on a daily basis. So if you
Shit,
haven't woken up in the morning, checked your like news articles about what's going on in politics, and then by the time you got to the afternoon, that shit could change entirely. So fuck that. I don't give a shit about politics because politics has a potential to turn a happy person pissed off. And one of my things is to provide an awesome, happy, positive community.
Yes.
And if politics seeps its way into that, it can no longer be positive because while I may not, like for instance, Nunya made the point of like, Nunya's pro-Trump, I'm not. While I can ignore the fact that some people are pro-Trump, some other people cannot. There's people who will unfollow me because I do not favor Trump.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that simple fact of like, even though it has a fucking infinitesimal speck of use when it comes to my Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough, it has nothing to do with my Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough.
Not even that, your personality and shit. Like, they're missing out on the whole shebang.
But some people will see the fact that DJ don't like Trump, fuck DJ. And they'll unfollow and then be like, fuck this, I'm out. And it's like, if I never talk about Trump in the first place, if we never get to politics in the first place, then all it is we talked about is the juxtaposition of a new Pathfinder taking over for the previous Pathfinder, where people have been asleep for 600 years, and that's a big fucking deal. Like, we went to sleep, and this dude was in charge. When I woke up, this other dude is not in charge. What the fuck is this? Like, right, like in-game, that in-game issue in and of itself, is fuckery. Like, think about it. If we were right now to be offered the chance to go and get into a NASA ship that would put us to sleep until we wake up in the Andromeda Galaxy, and we wake up as the same age, not having aged 600 fucking years from now, and somebody new that we see is in charge, is like, bitch, you were not who the fuck was in charge when I went to sleep. How the fuck did you get to where you at? Right. Yeah. What the fuck is going on? Sam Jackson would be reincarnated immediately because get these motherfucking fakes off my motherfucking Nexus. Yep. Yeah. That's a whole nother
the funny thing is that conflict is in the game heavily.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Right. But that's the point. Like, we ain't even spoiling anything with that. But like but that's a fact. Like,
yeah, it's a conflict.
If I go to sleep and I wake up and somebody else is in charge, what the fuck? So, like Top Coverage makes a point of, politics creates a division, and whatever you're involved in, it's hard enough that this country is divided enough as it is. Yes, because absolutely. I don't give a fuck about politics. Politicians are fuckery. Politicians are bought and paid for, in my opinion. The people who were in office were destined to be in office because of somebody else's money a long fucking time ago. They give no fucks about the average person. They give no fucks about us that are streaming. They give no fucks about those that are watching these streams. So fuck them, in my opinion. Would I like to be in politics? Yes, because I would like to institute change in this. But the problem is, if you want to institute change in a system that's already well established, how the fuck can you?
And you gotta be willing to change your goddamn self.
Yeah, so which means I would need to change my belief on fuck politicians because they don't give a fuck about the people at the bottom. I would need to change that because, like, all right, well, I mean, these people up at the top are paying my checks. You see how quickly that changes everything?
It's a mess. I mean, but it helps us as streamers because we're giving you a place to escape to. Why the hell would you want to bring that outside shit here?
Exactly.
Like, it's kind of like me bringing my problems in the stream. You come in here, let's say you come in here with problems, right? And you're like, God damn, I had a bad day, man. Dog got ran over, car got destroyed, you know, mom's bitching at me, lost my job. I just want to chill and watch these boys talk. Just want to have some shit. Don't call us no boy. I'm just kidding. I'm black. Just want to chill.
I was bullshit. I'm black as fuck.
Yeah, these gentlemen talk and like have a good time. And what if we were in here saying, man, my numbers ain't what they used to be. You know, I need more viewers and the money's not coming in. Like, you're not going to want to be here because you already gone through your shit.
Right.
So why bring politics in? You come in here and you're like, man, shit's crazy on Twitter. Need to escape that shit. Gonna go watch some Andromeda. And I'm up in here like, man, did you hear what Obama did to Trump today? He ain't even in office. Are you gonna be like, no, like, so at the end of the day, I keep all that shit out. And I'm not only politics, I keep out anything about, if you can't respect people's sexual preference, you can't respect people's like life choices. If somebody wants to change
you gotta go.
Woman, that's their business. That has nothing to do with you. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter. Sorry, normally don't say that word, but it pisses me off.
You good, because when it comes down to it, it's like, if somebody was born a male and decided they wanted to be female and they made that happen,
it's their business.
Where does your genitalia fit into theirs?
Hopefully it isn't.
Right, even beyond that, Like, what? Do you have any control over that other person's genitalia?
Just
No.
respect them. If
Then-
they want to be known
then-
as a woman, respect them as a
Right.
woman. Like,
Then why the fuck does it matter to you? It
you
shouldn't.
don't have to not
because
like it.
it doesn't
Right.
affect you. Like, that's where they put their genitalia. If they had a
right.
penis and they want a vagina and they want somebody to pound it all goddamn night, then good for them for getting somebody who wants to pound their shit. I give them props because get fucking pounded. Type work. Let's get some lewds in the chat. Get some fucking lewds in the chat, because if somebody don't want their penis and they want to get wrecked, fucking congratulations on getting that shit wrecked. You just busted one. I give you props for that. If you had a vagina and you wanted a dick, then goddamn it, if you want to find somebody that want to let you put in some fucking poundage on your shit, congratulations, because that shit is hard to find. It's hard to find for people who haven't gone through that kind of thing. It's hard as fuck. So if you have gone through that kind of thing, finding somebody who's up for it, that shit ain't easy. So if you find it, fuck anybody who thinks otherwise.
Right.
Because when it comes down to it, my genitalia ain't touching yours. I don't give a fuck what you do with yours. Congratulations on doing whatever the fuck you want to do with your genitalia. If you want to walk up to any living person and say, let me smash, and they want to let you smash, get smashed.
Yeah, what
Get smashed. And you know what's funny about all this? I only ain't saying really shit on this topic, so go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you talk.
I mean, I'm gonna be vocal on something like Twitter, social media, about certain things. I agree. We should strive to keep politics out of our streams in general, just because this is kind of our place to all come together and enjoy the medium that is gaming or art. Like, that's why we're all here. We're all here to just chill. Like, I respect other people's opinions, even if I have my own opinions based on everything that's going on. I think I find myself in kind of a tricky situation, because I have a platform to say something when something is wrong, or when there's like injustice, or when there's something political that's happening that could use a little bit more. I try to stay positive, a little bit more positivity on, or a little bit more reinforcement on keeping things just. So like, I totally like understand and respect that opinion of just not going anywhere near that. But at the same time, I think it's important for me, at least, to do my part to use the platform as a way of establishing an interconnectedness of people in general, just kind of helping uplifting people in one way or another.
Educating people on...
Educating people and letting people know like what's at stake and like what's actually happening. Like, PC Gamer just released something about like what Senate just announced was going to happen with some of our history, and how companies are going to have access to that. They just passed a new bill. I'm going to put that information out there because it's important for people to know that A, it's fucked up, and B, that it is affecting our daily lives, and C, if people are talking about it and having these conversations, the dangerous part about it, we've all experienced it in one way or another. We've seen it in our own chats, is people can get toxic so fast. And that's the part that has made it so hard to have meaningful conversation about these really important things. And so I find myself in such a rock and a hard place because of that very reason. I want to continue having these meaningful and important conversations, as well as like having these stupid and silly conversations about stuff, and while we're streaming, just making jokes and cracking jokes. But like, people need to know what's going on. Sometimes they don't know.
That's true.
But
it's a time and place for everything, though. That's how I feel like.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do something like that, you want to be well prepared, right? Like,
It's true.
I'm talking about people busting the chat like, Trump. How do you feel about Trump? Like when the election was going on, I was like, yo, his name was timed out because I just didn't want to hear it. Like, stop. Like, I'll let you know if I want to talk about it, and I'm not gonna want to talk about it. Like, because I get upset, not what you believe in, it's that you're closed-minded as hell. Like, you can't open yourself to my opinion. What the hell do you think I'm gonna do the same for you? Like, and at that point, we just might as well avoid the topic. You know, because I've had plenty of debates. It was even about video games where people are just so goddamn close-minded. They only do what they say. I say, show me the facts.
Right.
I don't have to show you the facts.
This is what it is now.
I mean, one late night, I hosted DeejayKnight. And the funny thing is, there was a guy in my chat, good guy. I don't even know if he probably is in here, but we were talking about the Wii. He hates Nintendo products. All right. He straight up, he didn't come out there and say it, but the way he argued about it, he's talking about how Xbox is the best thing ever. And I was like, dude, do you know the Wii outsold both them damn systems?
Easily. Hands
and
down.
I'm a big PlayStation fan, but I'm a bigger
Hands
Nintendo
down.
fan. I could prove we were wikieing shit, throwing numbers this way. He's like, I don't have to show you numbers. I'm like, dude, you have no right to talk. But you know, he still gave it. He was very close-minded about it, and we proved him wrong to the point where he stopped talking. So at that point, I'm just like, man, let's just respect each other. There's a time and place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be like, you can host a talk show. I mean, or you could pop up a real life segment and be like, we're gonna talk about real life for real quick. And you can set rules, right? You can have like, as long as you come in here with an open mind, I don't mind discussing. And believe me, only if you like doing that shit, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna be huge for you, bro. You're gonna get a lot of views that way because there are a lot of people itching to say something, but too afraid to do.
Yeah.
If you set it up the correct way, you might have something on your hands there because nobody else is gonna do it. Believe me, that's a topic I stay away from because I know how I get, you know, because I'm living on this positive high. I got enough negative shit in my life. And if I see some ignorant dude say some shit in the chat, like that's going to set me off, like I don't need that. Like that's just diminishing the way I live my life. And if I want to form an escape for people, let's just stay away from it.
Yep.
But I respect you, dude, through and through. If you do that shit, I will respect that. I will support it. And you bigger man than me. People are too damn I don't want to call them dumb, but they're too close-minded, man.
Yeah, it's not easy to have internet conversations, especially on Twitter, because you only get 140 characters.
Oh my god, dude! Now, what I do love, intellectual conversations. Come to me. If you want to talk about space, you want to talk about like the future chips that are coming out, that they're putting in people and babies and shit. Like, come to me. Like, I will talk to you all day about it. Just don't bring no.
You say chips and the babies and shit?
Yeah, dude.
Also, I see you didn't watch Zeitgeist.
I'm sorry?
Zeitgeist?
I've heard
you haven't seen Zeitgeist and you talking about chips and babies. That's a whole nother level of shit that you might want to check out on Netflix. Netflix is called Zeitgeist Moving Forward. Real life.
Okay.
Check that shit out. Like that shit is like 3 hours long, but it is fully worth the watch. If you know about them putting chips into babies, go check that shit out.
Yeah, I know what's coming and I know what's happening. Because I mean, being in the hospital field and dealing with all this new shit that you got to be writing policies for, there's some interesting stuff coming down the line, and that's all I got to say. And they say it's for the better.
Politicians say that. Okay, cool.
Man.
Okay,
like,
cool.
Yeah, but that see, there's stuff like that we want to educate people on, but it's gonna come whether we like it or not. Just to be honest with you, but I mean,
that's true.
I just try to enjoy what we can. But if intellectual conversation all day, bring it. Like when I'm playing Mass Effect, I'm hitting people with all kinds of goddamn knowledge theories. Like I love theory crafting. And I love seeing the chat theory crafting. And there's nothing it's too sexy about a woman that can theory craft with you or that can talk intellectual. Because man, that to me that gets me. Like I love seeing people break those boundaries of color, gender, sexual preference, and just talk on a topic that they love. Like that's the type of shit I want in my chat. Don't bring politics. Anyway.
Yeah. Long, a lot of bullshit. But in real life, if you guys want to understand just even the mention of the topic of babies getting chips in them, if you have Netflix, go watch Zeitgeist Moving Forward. It's something that I watched years ago that changed my opinion of a lot of shit. Because there's a lot of shit that they talk about that they're planning on doing that you have no control over because it's already been done.
Already been done. Like
real life, a lot of it's already been done. Go look it up, educate yourselves, and I think that's about it. As much as we could continue talking, we could talk all night on a lot of this. But I think it's about time that we pass out. It's 12:30 in the morning. Like, let's go get some sleep. But
sorry, I meant to stream, but
you straight. All right, so considering the view we're in right now, we got two gentlemen above me. My name is DeejayKnight. I'm a space, sci-fi, and variety broadcaster, full time here on Twitch. If you look 2 spots above me, we got Will Black Only Wiggins. Will, say your closing words to the fam.
This has been an amazing podcast as always. It keeps getting better and better with you guys here with me, as well as the chat. I'm excited to be able to continue doing this, and I'm excited that you guys keep tuning in. So thank you so much. Thank you guys as well. Earlier this week, I was not feeling very great about things, but I feel energized. I feel motivated to continue my grind. So
That's what it's all about, brother.
yeah.
True indeed. All right, Tech, what you got for the fam, sir?
As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing us to watch. I mean, we just three guys out here trying to like make everything better, trying to make a dent in this big ass world that we got. And for you guys to allow us to do it, thank you. I mean, you guys don't get thanked enough, in my opinion. And thanks for checking us out. Make sure you hit that follow button on everybody's here and Stuntman. It's a pleasure. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to bring this to you. And I mean, hell, you guys sat here forever watching us. So thank you. 6 days a week, Tuesday through Sunday, DJ Tech Live, twitch.tv/DJ Tech Live. Come check it out. Variety games. We have fun.
In real life, twitch.tv/blackoni, twitter.tv/blackoni. And with closing, my name is DeejayKnight. Again, full-time space sci-fi and variety broadcaster here on Twitch. Is what we do, fam. Like, today is day 544 consecutive days of broadcast, because I know you guys love the content. I love bringing you the content. And when it comes down to it, there are hundreds of thousands of broadcasts on Twitch that you could be watching. So it means a ton to me. It means a ton to Tech. It means a ton to Oni that you guys will spend your time hanging out in here. But when it comes down to it, if it weren't for you guys, we would not exist. We would not have a platform. We would not have Twitch streams to bring to you. So thank you all. My name is DeejayKnight. I salute you for your time. We're going to do two things. I'm going to show you the closing screen for Chocolate Thunder, and then we're going to go get ready to raid somebody. Hopefully, my hosts raid with me, but it's completely up to them if they want to, because we may not host somebody that's chocolate. We may not. It may not happen all the time, but I appreciate you guys. I continually appreciate you guys. Thank you all for your time. Love your faces. Love your butts.
Yo, Stuntman, thank you, man. I hope you get to your place,
real life,
man.
Stuntman.
We made you an hour late. God dang. Do it now. Cold ass chat. See you later.